Alrighty. It's 8 o'clock, everybody. It's time for another Studio Omega stream. I Omega, Lucky's with me. I'm going to leave the pre-standby up for a second, though, because I'm going to get up and get my water.
Hydrate or dihydrate, guys. We are a couple days away from the summer solstice. That means shit's about to get hot.
It's true. I will... Here, chat. I'll tab you over. That's right. You can look at that screen. But actually, I've just realized... I should say, before we get into it, we can spend a little bit of time chatting. I know some streamers who spend like an hour talking to chat before they start gameplay. I don't think we have enough chatters for that, but we'll do a little yapping before we get in, because the stream's probably going to be shorter. I slept in today. I didn't mean to, but I've been up late several times this weekend. Like when we recorded Let's Take FGO for like 6 hours, and I had to edit. Made a wanted that's like 30 minutes. Please watch that when it comes out later today. But, so I just slept in today, so I'm, like, way behind. So I need to go fill up my bottle of water. So I'll leave you with Lucky for a hot second.
It is going to be a hot second. It's getting warm over where I am, too, and I'm usually in the more temperate Pacific Northwest. Things have been hot over the years, but it is how it is. Have I told y'all that I'm actually thinking of picking up gardening? Well, not thinking about picking up gardening. I am picking up gardening. It's one of the things that people who want to avoid responsibility in their lives always fall back on. That's me, avoiding responsibility. But I've already tore down our old gardening setup, got a little greenhouse thing set up, and I got a bunch of pots and potting soil. I need to get regular ass soil. You're not actually supposed to just do straight potting soil, I guess. And I got several seeds. I got okra, I got squash, I got zucchini, I got green onions, I got snow peas and tomatoes. Lucky does like gardening. Like, genuinely do. I try to do it every year. It's just I don't have the greatest mind space of it. So I'm hoping this new setup that I'm doing will be easier for me to take care of.
Well,
My problem right now is I need to make a
hobbies.
damn yep. I need to make a nice little stand so I can keep my plants elevated off the ground, which makes it easier for pests to stay the fuck away, and I can, you know, spray underneath the plants instead of spraying the plants themselves. But this was actually happening earlier today. I live with a guy who does a lot of construction stuff, does a lot of building stuff, so we have tools galore, but sometimes they travel between locations. I was looking for a skill saw earlier, and I'm just like, we don't got no skill saw. I'm like, son of a bitch, what do you want to do? Handsaw this shit? I'm like, hell no. God has given us electricity for a reason, and I'm going to use it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, no. Sorry, my controller went to sleep. I've been in Sly 2 for a while. Yeah, no, I would not imagine if you know a skill saw exists wanting to hand-saw something. I myself do not garden, but I come from a line of gardeners. My mother has for many years kept orchids. Which, if you don't know, orchids, very pretty, very persnickety plants, because humans think, like I said, they're very pretty, they're very nice. Orchids are a, like, sub-canopy plant. They live
really?
up in trees and rainforests normally. So they don't like direct sunlight. And they like to be moist, but not too hot, but not too cold.
That does sound persnickety. I've actually been doing a lot of research into like the crops I want to grow, because apparently, okra is much more southern crop where you may get a lot more wet and sun. So I'm just like,
That's important. By the way, chat, sound off. I see a few of you out there. Let me know how the audio balance is. I think I adjusted my Elgato for 14 because people said the audio balance was a little loud. So let me know how I sound, how Lucky sounds, how the game sounds, relatively. If we get a few of you, if we need to adjust anything. Also, I held it in because Lucky was talking, but I, raised my face and arms to the vent and just went, because the AC kicked on.
Praise be the gods of air conditioning. I thank you for your humble blessing.
It's like the bit that we really like to quote from that one Mandalore video. How did we survive as a species before guns? But I'm generally also like, man, how did we do this shit before AC? A lot more hiding under
funnily
trees,
enough,
I think.
Actually, I learned about this. They would actually build buildings to specifically promote airflow. Like, they would have, like, specific chutes that air would come in, come down, like, move air, and then go back out. I remember I was looking up this architecture stuff when I was looking into... I think it was when we were playing Vintage Story and stuff.
Oh, yeah. The Vintage Story. No updates yet. I think I'm subbed to them on YouTube, so no big trailer updates.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna have to
keep our
fight
eyes out.
Clockwerk again. You sons of bitches.
Right there. So, yeah, hey, we're going to steal back the Clockwerk parts. We're going to do episode 8. That's the last episode of the game. So, we're going to beat it tonight. Nobody really commented on it, so I'm not prepared to roll straight into Sly 3 after if it's too short. But you guys let me know if you want to go next week for us to jump to Sly 3, because we could do that. We could budget that, or we could find something else out. I should say, on the sake of streaming, if anybody's out there listening and watching, Lucky and I have been discussing in our other streams and media projects what we're calling FAFO, Fuck Around and Find Out streams. I don't know what we would do first as a play test. I don't know if we want to put that in a Monday slot, but it's something we could do as well if we're not sure what we're doing next week. But we're going to start this. The intro cutscene's going to play, and then I think I'm going to immediately go into clue mode because this map is a little shorter. Honestly, like, thinking about it, the two Canada maps were nice, but they got a little repetitive and a little short. I'm wondering about the old holiday crunch here. This one's very unique, but is also not... There are going to be several missions to go through, but it is not formatted, like, quite the same as the other areas, and everybody will see why. First of all, we're on a blimp, so let's get into that. Anatomy for disaster.
There we were,
Sad
heading
guitar.
east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius. And it wasn't
What is this, a
long
Da
before
Vinci
the program
knockoff?
took him on as chief inventor. His
Well, his
talents
name
must have
is
been worth
Arpeggio,
repurposing
and he is
all the
wearing a
clockwork
funny hat.
parts for their criminal schemes. And now this mastermind is in
Complete
possession of
aside.
all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together.
Yeah, I might have
And when
had to
that
refresh.
happens,
I had
well,
OBS was very
I'm not gonna let
weird,
that
like
happen.
not losing frames, but had like lag and tearing. I had to reset it. But funny enough, I own a couple of those weird floofy Renaissance hats because I did a college group project where they did the classics. You need to do blah 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 or like an in-person skit. So I supplied hats for everybody. All right, okay. I believe, as usual, we will have new shit. Yeah. Okay, so... by the way, we're in the last level of the game. Everything's really super expensive, but also super crazy. So, Diablo Fire Slam means when we throw people, they explode in fire. Temporal Lock freezes time. And Feral Pounce is Sly jumps super far. I don't think we have any loot stocked up now. Okay, so as usual, we start the area. We've got a lot of things going on. Sly's got a mission over there, but like I said, I think we're immediately going to go into clue and cache mode because I think it's possible that the vault is like right away. Nice jetpack, idiot.
I'm about to say, also there was a clue below you.
Yeah, I see it. I just wanted to make sure that second guy.
Also,
But
yes,
yes,
I laughed. You can knock them off the edge despite them having a jetpacks. Great design.
I do love how that they like try to fire their jetpacks, but it's not enough. Shit.
I see what you mean by this area is probably pretty short because
They've done a decent amount to actually, like, give you a few different things to do, but yeah, you've got basically the... I think this is, like, technically the back of it, and that's the front, or maybe this is the front and that's the back, because of the way the blimps are posting. But yeah, so you've got, like... Yeah, we are in the front. So you got, like, propellers... And there's another set of propellers, like, towards the back. There's a giant helicarrier disc over there. Do not fall into it. We will die. But, yeah, it's definitely much smaller than other areas. Like, they're trying to give you some different, like, verticality and stuff, but even, you know, compared to, like, some of the maps that felt small, this one is very compacto. Also, they tried to give me stuff to, like... down. I do like, at least, you know, as usual, the design of enemies. The flashlight guards are just the regular guards, but they're on stilts.
oh, they are.
Oh, I didn't see.
I guess Arpeggio has gathered all birds of small natures to join him in his dastardliness. What?
That's for Murray to do stuff. Oh, ow. He's got laser bees. Does Arpeggio have the symbol for pi as his coin?
I wasn't paying attention, so you're gonna have to find another one.
Let's smash these.
That's not
No?
pie. That's like
Is
a
that
little
like a
top
hat? That's kind of what it looks like. Oh, there's a clue. So, I should check it. It's still... Yeah, it's still 30. So, trust me, we're gonna be all over this bitch. Oh, this is a funny one, yeah.
Oh,
so
there we go.
to get on the balloons, we gotta, like, transverse a little. Luckily, I can still do this. I also like that he's got a giant, like I said, helicarrier screw, but also we just have hot air balloons with giant fires.
I mean, it makes sense. You don't probably... The amount of lift you would need from the fucking, the screws would be fucking crazy.
Actually true. Like, logistically, this flying fortress doesn't work because there's no way in hell to generate that much lift. I mean, I guess he's got, like, some, like, clear glass or plastic, but there's, like, wood and, like, riveted steel plates.
If this thing was made of just nothing but, like, plastic and fucking plastic, glass, and wood, maybe, but all these engines,
You know, there are some very light metals. You know, aluminum and titanium are very popular for airplanes for a reason. On a... Didn't get it? There we go. But, like, yeah, this... Actually, I guess these are, like, still also wood planks, but they're, like, riveted together in frame. Because, you know, everything has to be artistic also.
Yeah, what is the purpose of this little sensor area right here? This makes no sense. I'm not a fucking, you know, aeronautic engineer, but I feel like we're making a lot of, you know, unnecessary drag with this design here.
Ooh. Can also burn me. Oh, shit. It's flashlight guy. Whoop. Hold on.
Ah!
Oh, right. I've got slow time set up, not smoke bomb. I will also say, you know, it's the final map of the game, so it is a little tougher, but design of this map is definitely... Oh, shit, got a little too close.
Bro!
Definitely, like... No, I got fucked there because I was strafing. I guess I have to fight this guy because, which is my cane, because none of my fucking gadgets are equipped correctly. Get off this fucking... Or kill me. Whatever comes first. There you go. Goodbye. Okay, they still after me? Alright, okay. So what do we got? Yeah, we don't need the alarm clock. Let's make that. Shock. Got the slide still on L1. The slow time is cool, but the smoke bomb is just way more convenient. Now that I've been pushed back to my safe house like 4 times. Is there like a... Okay. Oh, God.
Oh,
Ah!
what? Oh.
There's just a tiny little gap there. Yeah, like I said, the architecture of this map is kind of hostile. Saying it's like a Mario, like, airship, like those, like, flying airship levels from, like, Super Mario 3 and stuff is probably not crazy. Like, just level design-wise, you know, despite the fact that there's plenty of reason to stick several extra cables and ropes to hold everything together, we don't. So
I'm gonna be real. Looking at this design, these walkways should be tearing themselves apart.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that may be why they have kind of like that semicircle shape to them. The idea is to make it look like they can bend without actually, you know, live simulating the walkways undulating.
It's true, but yeah,
that
no,
would
looking
be
at
a
this,
pain
they
in the
have a
ass.
bunch of basically thin connections, each connected to their own fucking like little flotation. That shit would be going up, down, left, right, all on its own because it's not fucking rigid enough.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about aerodynamics. You can get away with a lot if you're flexible, but you need a certain amount of rigidity, because, like, this design, you know, to think about it, you know, like you said, way too much drag.
Yeah, well, that's what would be tearing this place apart. Because you're fucking God, I can't think of the fucking word for it, but it's basically it's how the wind flows over the area. You know, it's like basically how wind moves.
Bernoulli's principle.
Yes, thank
is
you.
the wing shape thing, because he discovered that.
Yeah,
first.
no, it would be completely fucked in this area.
Yeah, there's a reason why wings have the shape that wings have. It's because it creates the effect where the speeding generates lift. It's cute. That's basically just purely cylindrical or purely circular on those spotlights. But like this thing down here is like attached to the screw. Yep, there it is. Ooh, that's weird. There's like an invisible wall there. Sure, it's a flashlight guy.
I bet we're gonna have to introduce something with that later. Also, I think there was a clue on the other side of this. Yeah, there it is.
This guy's treasure.
Yoink. We're gonna need it. You need big bags.
Oh, and I see another one up there. Unless the one in the background. Whoa, there we go. Jesus. No wonder you're short.
Adrian must play his guys well.
Oh, I have to imagine. Once again, also, it's video game design, but, hey, chat. No fucking railings. So, hopefully all these guys get danger pay. Oh, that's a slide rail. Okay.
Yeah, this is why I like games like Forever Skies, where I got to build my own airship. I'm like, yes, design.
Okay, got another one up here.
I think you passed one that was behind you.
Yeah, there's one over
Yeah,
here. And I think I saw one across these hookways, too. Like, we got some fun areas in this, but also, like, this place, this zone is a nightmare. Oh, that guy saw me?
I think there's one on top of that area there, but I could be mistaken. What the fuck?
I see one down there.
Oh, I see one over there. There's so many. Goodbye!
It's okay. That which doesn't kill Sly only makes him not do that. Also, set your own buddy on fire. Spice! Stop that. Give me the fucking health. Okay, everybody dead? Okay, alright. I'm not sure if this is the clue we were thinking of. Yeah, there's still 30, which is kind of crazy to me. So some of them are... Nope, that's the one I saw earlier.
Actually, I think there was a couple more in that area behind us.
Luckily, I believe this area is actually designed so that you can go full circle. Like I said, there's some cute elements to this, but also a huge pain in the ass. Because look at all these fucking lasers and spotlights.
Why are there lasers there?
I don't actually... It's literally just to make your platforming harder, I think. Up here.
Level 2 here, okay.
Yeah, I hear it. Here it is. Also, I found the railings. I will remove them.
Why railings there and nowhere else?
You Get something in your pocket?
Nice.
No? Okay. Goodbye. A lot of coins hidden in that thing. Whatever the fuck that thing is. Actually, I know kind of what those things are. I can hide in them. Oh, no,
wait.
it's over there.
Yep.
Actually, wait. I think I can make that jump.
Ooh.
Also, by the way, if this is generating, you know, depending on how this is generating lift, Sly is either getting pulled towards or being pushed up from this.
I'm just more concerned about, you know, traversing over, you know, giant fans spinning at high RPMs.
No, it's not good.
Very scary.
I keep smashing them because they've got coins in them, but actually these things have a little blue sparkle, so this is what they are. They're so I can hide. Never mind that I'm completely visible under there. Okay, we're back here. This guy doesn't have anything. Now this unholy device, I believe, yes, it tilts.
Okay.
Oh, there's my mission where I need to go. I won't do that yet because we're over halfway. But yeah, this thing slowly tilt-a-whirls. There are railings so you can kind of get around on it, but also it's just, you know, here to fuck with you.
I love it.
Don't
You did not love it.
Whoop, that was my bad. I got too close. Hey, I'm prepared for this now. I'm not here. I never was. There's a clue up there.
So I can't prove it.
Did you take a picture? No? That's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad.
Chat, the movie Holes was really good.
The book was pretty good too.
Yeah, I think it's one of those cases where they're both kind of good on their own, but the movie does a fairly good job. I don't want to accidentally trigger the job, so we're gonna... Well, he died anyway.
Close enough.
Say we're gonna try and sneaketh. And there's a treasure.
Oh, those are something you're gonna have to break later.
Yeah, it's absolutely a weird thing. Okay, so there's a booby-trapped treasure here. Where is the safe house from here? All the way back there? It's obscured by like 4 different things. Okay, alright. We're gonna huff it.
Go Sly! Go Sly!
Oh, it's over there. Okay. Well, shit. You won't catch me this way.
Freedom!
It's not really where I wanted to slide, but...
Is that the right way?
Yeah. Safe house is up there in that thing.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure we can make it in 45 seconds, but... It's not a really clean way to get back to the safe house. From this side. Something burst free behind me. Base!
Thank God you have found a place to hide on this heavily guarded and, you know, oh, it's a jeweled egg. On this heavy guarded and isolated blimp.
Still nowhere near our objectives, though. It was fucking expensive. Oh! Holy shit, that stayed there. That's what came out of the fucking egg to chase me.
Well, it respected the rule of base, but also it asserted its authority by waiting outside.
I guess I'll just go over here. Yeah, I think it's because I sprinted next to the egg. A little drone came out.
Oh. Okay. This place seems a lot more combat heavy than the other areas. Maybe it's because you have not as much room to wiggle with the thin walkways and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's probably not intentionally designed that way. It's just part of, like, because they made it smaller and more compact, it becomes kind of a, whatchamacallit, a more combative area. Guy up there? Do my little boom boom.
Also, someone needs to align the propeller. Just looking at it wobble up and down like that freaks me out. Arpeggio, you're cutting corners with maintenance.
Alright, come on. Large gold bar. Diamond. Ooh, it's diamond. Medium diamond. Multiple sizes of diamond. Also, by the way, that in real life is not what we would call a medium diamond.
No, we would call that a huge diamond. A huge-ass diamond, even.
Big fucking diamond.
I feel like the media would be, you know, obligated to call it a huge-ass diamond.
Okay, so we're back in this area. There's a weird thing. There's a staircase here, a perfectly normal staircase. There's no one of those tilty propellers. What are we at? 17?
You should not be able to stand that close to propellers!
To the fucking primary air screw? No. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is all pushing down force, so that means there's a lot of like airflow going towards this device. That, or it's supposed to be like powering the Da Vinci ass air screw up there with like updraft, in which case there's a lot of air force going up. Neither is good. But there's
I
a
think
clue
that was
over
the clue I saw
here.
earlier.
Yeah, there's one of this.
Excellent. Clue to clue action. C2C.
Try to remember the basics.
Actually, speaking of which, when does this Raining 2 come out? The 20th?
Yes, I believe so.
It's 11 days. Yesterday, at some point yesterday, Kojima had his little special show at the theater with Jeff Keighley and some of the Jeff Keighley, Woodkid, and some of the VAs.
You did see me.
Showed off some more gameplay and stuff, and I'm like, I am more excited.
Yep.
It's great. Yeah, if you get a chance, definitely go watch that. Also, go watch the Xbox showcase. I find it slightly hilarious that Xbox usually has the best shows. Not because they have, like, usually the best exclusives, just because they usually shell out for, like, the best announcements.
Yeah, that's kind of their strat, it seems, is that, I'll say this, like, Microsoft and Xbox definitely have the better, like, marketing media team. Oh, there's an urn there. Well, we'll grab that. And this was a conversation I brought up before. I only got a minute to speed back to base. That's doable from down here. Because I mentioned, somebody asked, was like, oh, I didn't see the PS5 date for Mecha Break because it's a timed exclusive, and I mentioned that, yeah, we don't have one yet. Apparently, when Day-san, got the exclusivity offer from Microsoft, they said that they picked them because they were much more aggressive in their pursuit, and I kind of think that's how they are with most, like, game announcements. Like, it was literally today, like, 2 days later, that PlayStation's YouTube channel posted the Persona 4 Revival teaser, for instance.
Yeah.
The teaser trailer. Also, June 26th, actually, so we've got... like 15 days?
15 days, a little over 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, it gives me more time to beat games.
It's true. But yeah, like that's one of those things. Golden vase. All right, so we got 21. Well, let's buy the most expensive thing.
Work our way down.
And let's check. What clues are we at? 19, almost 20. Have I gotten on top of everything back here? I think so. Been on that thing. Been on that engine. But yeah, no. I was up a little late to get into it because they started at like the middle of the day on a weekend. But you said it was pretty good, so I haven't had time to check it out today yet. But I definitely want to see, because that seems to be the general vibes. It's a little weird, a little funny. Like I said, I think the Sony State of Play was pretty good for them.
Yeah.
Some people disagreed, but obviously, I think they had a pretty tight focused show. There's been a decent amount of... Oh, it counted as a sound those guys are looking for. Whoop! Bye. God.
Almost just
No
went right off
reasons.
the edge again. Jesus.
Yeah, luckily I wasn't running that time, so Sly grabbed the edge. But you know, Summer Game Fest itself was okay. Thinking about it, I think Jeff had some good announcements, but there were kind of some parts of the setup that were like, and maybe not annoying, but like obviously I think kind of wore out their welcome. Like the thing of like Jeff saying every single time there was an indie studio how many people are at the studio.
And where said the studio was located.
Yeah, like I do get that, like that's exactly because of one of the games he said was really big, which is Clair Obscur, because that's like they made a decent deal out of them being like a 30-person studio located in France and whatever. But obviously the thing is that doesn't mean only 30 people worked on their game. They, I believe, subcontracted some work out to a couple of other studios. They had, you know, a couple hundred QA testers over the years. And also, shout out to them for doing this, but the soundtrack was recorded with an actual orchestra, which is like 60 people. So, like, 30 people didn't make that game. But it's just become part of the marketing narrative, you know?
You know, thinking about that, I think it's that same thing of when we usually attribute like something success or failure to like one particular aspect. It's like anytime we bitch about Final Fantasy 14, we're like, come on, Yoshi P. Even though we know it's not just Yoshi P working on the game. There's, you know, hundreds of people. It's like whenever we, you know, praise the soundtrack, we go, God damn, Soken, when it's, you know, Soken, several other composers, and, you know, a whole like, you know, orchestra.
Yeah, Soken has a huge like suite of a music team. Most games do.
Yeah, so
you know,
it's
I
like
think that like with 14, like we're most of the time we're joking a little. Like I think Yoshida-san and Soken, like they're decently evolved in it. So like if we want to bemoan like Yoshi, please save me, it's like, you know, because he's the top guy.
Yeah.
But you are right that like he's not the. See, that time that guy didn't die. Oh, no, he died that time.
Oh, he
Jumped
he almost
backwards?
saved.
I think he accidentally jumped himself backwards too far. Idiot. But yeah, there's a very famous quote from IGN about Warren Spector. Warren Spector was the project lead on games like Thief: The Dark Project, Deus Ex, and Deus Ex 2: Invisible War. But he had a quote to IGN when doing an interview about Deus Ex 2 where he said, "There's a tendency in the gaming media to attribute the creation of games to one person." And the byline is Warren Spector, the creator of Thief and Deus Ex. Like, complete lack of irony in IGN's statement there. And that was like the early 2000s, so that's a very evergreen quote.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. People usually don't want to think about like the biggest of picture. They just want to be able to say, they want to be able to, instead of like, I guess the best way to put it, instead of pointing to like, you know, a few hundred people, they rather just point to one or one team and stuff, and just like, and be like, them. It's all them. Like,
I mean,
I'm not
humans. I do genuinely think human beings. We did not evolve to handle some of these scales. So like, yeah.
Oh no, we didn't. No, I will
your
tell
brain-
everyone all up. Oh.
Saved it.
I will tell
Later.
everyone all up and down, humans are not supposed to live in these metropolitan areas. We are a tribal-based society.
We're meant for you know, smaller units. So like people,
Yeah.
God, please stop setting me on fire, Mr. Man.
They will not stop sending you on fire.
All right, well, get electrocuted, idiot. Oh shit! Smoke bomb.
It's like, it's
Oh,
why
it still shot
us
me.
as no, Clee. It's like we that's why we as humans, anytime we get too big, guess what? Groups start splintering. There's no such thing as unified cohesion. But yeah, so
humans
I think,
are like I've said this before. A lot of people, you know, like to think quote unquote the worst of people. Humans are inherently social creatures, but like you said, our social boundaries are you know, kind of defined by how much our brains can grasp, and most humans can't really grok. I will steal that word back from Elon Musk.
I like grok. I really do. I don't
Yeah, it's
remember
an
where
old
it came from. I just remember its definition of, you know, to understand something.
I think it might be from Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange Land first, which is a weird book, but it's a piece of Martian slang. I got introduced to it through Eclipse Phase because that was a Slight in Eclipse Phase first edition, which lets you use your psychic powers to understand this thing.
I think I got it from Eclipse Phase too, because I don't think I heard of it before Eclipse Phase.
Yeah.
It was either
But-
Eclipse Phase or like Shadowrun. It was some sci-fi property.
I could also see, especially because the Eclipse Phase guys, spoilers for everyone who hasn't heard me yell about Eclipse Phase, great independent game, look it up. They used to work at Catalyst Game Labs to publish the current and most recent editions of Shadowrun. So there's a reason why the first edition of Eclipse Phase is very much like all the same skills and traits and stuff and formatting of like Shadowrun, but with percentile dice instead of d6s, because it basically was. I think even Catalyst. There is a clue up here. I feel like I'm getting a little lost because some of these structures look very similar. But Catalyst even helped them because they're post-human studios. But Catalyst helped them like co-publish the first print run before they went truly independent. But yeah, they used Grok first, so that's just when way before Elon Musk heard Grok and thought it was cool. Oh, there's a shitload of keys over there. I see. We're gonna have to steal right there. I've been saying it. But yeah, no, like, people have a hard time grasping that many things. So, like, yes, saying 30 people, a team of 30 people made this game, that's much more easier to process than a team of, several, 100 people, a 60-person orchestra, and... Oh, boy, okay, we can go really out here. No idea why we can do that, but let's glide over here now, then, I guess. Shit, clue up there. No, it's a real slide, but we made it. Where are we at? 24. Okay, 6 more. And we're
there's
up somewhere
25.
new. There's, yep. Sorry, textures are a little weird because these move.
Your maintenance.
Goodbye, Wells. I missed the jump. R.I.P. Sly. Big skybox for me to fall through. But yeah, like it's a lot easier to reference, 30 people. Oh shit, I gotta haul my ass all the way back over there. Thanks,
all the way
game.
back to the safe house, Jesus.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but also for this map design, it's really annoying because I really can't shortcut my way over there. Oh well, we'll steal this guy's pocket change first. But yeah, that was like all over the Summer Games Fest. I know a couple of people were kind of like, eh. The thing with the Splitgate guy turned out to be way funnier because, like, I remember when he had his speech, we were kind of like, well, he's saying what we're all thinking, like, oh, I'm tired of I want Titanfall 3, and I'm tired of them releasing the same Call of Duty every year, which is technically like only half true because yes, they do like
they're releasing
port
Call
wars.
of Duty Black Ops 7. I mean,
it's true, but like I think it's been a couple of years since they had a Black Ops last, and the games do like change up a little when they rotate, but also they do like port Warzone, their battle royale mode, like every year. But also we didn't think of it at the time, but hey, Lucky, what was the Splitgate trailer that came right after that?
It was
for their battle royale mode. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all like, and like in the moment I didn't think about it, but it was definitely one of the things of hindsight of like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
You're
so
doing
for all
the exact same thing.
Yeah. After, by the way, I didn't know this, but the first Splitgate, they sunsetted because it was a free-to-play Portal game. They sunsetted it for like took it offline for like 2 years so they could work on the sequel. And the sequel is adding a battle royale mode, and also when you open up the game, which is like in beta, you get like an ad for an $80 skin pack, etc., etc. So it's like, are you really doing anything different from Call of Duty, though? I guess your game's free. That can be a plus, but I don't know. Like, it's just parts of the show are weird as always. I think parts of it are worth it. Like, I think, like I said when we talked about it on Let's Take FGO, but Jeff Keighley's general message of, like, the point is... Oh, there's one over here.
Oh.
The point is that, like... The important thing is finding games. That's why lots of showcases are important. And I think overall we saw that in the kind of like Summer Games Fest season, because we saw a whole bunch of different things between the state of play, between the actual like Summer Game Fest main show, between the like PC games showcase, between the Xbox showcase. A lot of good games getting shown. You know, a lot of opportunity for games to get eyeballs.
Yeah, no, and I think that is important. Oh God, it's actually hilarious. I mean, you remember how I was talking about, like, on Let's Talk FGO, there was like too many fucking games, and some of them are just rip-offs and hacks of popular games, which contributes to the total game numbers. Which, so I mean, think that the number is fucking people trying to say there's so many games is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That night before I went to bed, I read an article saying that there is already a fucking Schedule 1 clone rip-off for the Switch 2.
Yeah. I bet.
And I'm just all like, yep.
It's annoying that I fucked up my jump. You lose the paraglide if you bump into anything, anybody. So it's tough.
Fragile ass, it's a fragile ass glider.
How am I gonna get up there? Is that what we just gotta do? We just gotta hope that the game doesn't lock my camera in a weird way?
I think this thing is moving back and forth a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of drifting, so let's go down a little so we don't bonk our head. Okay, we can do this, yeah. Yeah, no, like... And that's the other thing of, like, a lot of people, you know... There were some good games shown, but a lot of people I saw were kind of... Oh, I see, okay, so it's only walkable when it's down. Okay, no, that's bad.
Oh, can you only hit the top?
Well, I don't know because they all went up. Oh, game, you put me back here? Okay, do I stay? Okay, so I stay if I'm on it. So yes, I think I can only go on the top layer also. Okay, we jumped high enough. Slided a very big ups there. Okay, so I see one here. There's another one over there. So we need 2 more after this. Okay, can I get up on those things? I don't remember.
I think I hear one. No, maybe not.
Okay. So we can jump on that. Can I get up to that area? I don't think so. Yes, you do hear one. It's down here.
Hello. Yep.
A little scary because I couldn't reopen my paraglider. But yeah, no. Like, I saw several people kind of after the fact being like, you know, hey, what if, you know, FromSoft releases a new gameplay type so that people have something else to fucking copy the aesthetics of? Because it's true. There's a shitload of games that I see and I'm just like, yep, Dark Souls. Yep, Elden Ring. You know, like a lot of people just cloning stuff. And some are like, you know, legit doing their own thing. I don't remember Mortal Shell 1, but it existed, and that studio is, you know, they said they're inspired by Dark Souls, but...
Well, I checked Mortal Shells 1, and it does kind of have its own thing, but also it is very blatantly just a Souls clone rip. Like, apparently it's, like, not that long a game. You don't have a lot. You have a bit of customization, but not a lot. And the game's a bit unfair, it seems, so...
And for, like, they were from what I understand, a smaller studio who were going out of their way to be like, hey, we did really like Dark Souls 3. What would we do if we did that? And obviously, they are not as big a studio, so they had budget constraints. But that if they're doing a sequel, you know, that means they got enough money to continue. That's fine. You know, lots of video games are inspired by other games. Like, you and I both really praised when we saw the trailer for, what is Yacht Club's new game called exactly? I forget. It looks kind of like a top-down Zelda-like. Started the mouse.
It was,
Is it just a character's name?
No. It was, like, something of, like, the Burrower? No, Shit, let me look it up.
I can see. I can find it later because I'll just search Yacht Club games, the makers of Shovel Knight. But like, that game is very clearly inspired by certain retro titles. But because they made Shovel Knight, you know, I know that those guys will put their Mina the Hollower. That's right. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, one last fucking clue, chat. Anyone got eyes on it?
Sorry, I was looking at my computer.
Well, that was another thing that was super wild about the Xbox showcase. Like, a lot of people, you know, because Game Freak's making not a Pokemon game.
No, there's like actually at some point I'm gonna have to go through like all of the showcases and be like, all right, I need to keep an eye on this game and this game and this game, because like I said, there's a lot of games that I'm interested in. Some I'm like, maybe I'll wait for a sale. Others, you know, on day one. Actually, do I have Ninja Gaiden 3? I have 1 and 2. I don't know if I have.
Yeah, speaking of for sale, that's another thing that's a little oddball, is that that Microsoft has picked which sacrificial lamb they will sacrifice to the price gods first, and it's going to be Outer Worlds 2. That's going to be $80 MSRP. And I'm like, I'm not sure. Listen, I liked Outer Worlds, you know.
Yeah.
I said that earlier that I feel sometimes like I'm you know, one of the few people that played it, and you also played it though.
Yeah, I did.
But am I gonna pay $80 for it? No. And like,
I like the game. I'm not a fan.
yeah, and it's like, I don't. It's Obsidian. They make good games, but their games are usually a little janky. I would not, you know, have put that up as my first game for like, this is gonna be worth the $80. Now, obviously, what Microsoft is also going to be like, they're going to be like, hey, give us $10 a month or whatever for Game Pass, and you can play it day one, no extra fee. But Xbox, I can't do that. I have PS Plus to play those games. Like, it's a whole thing. God, I can't tell.
No, so I'll probably pick up Outer Worlds when it goes on sale. I know that's somewhat mean to the creator, but I like Outer Worlds. I don't like it that much.
Well, and I the only people I feel bad for this are the devs, right? Are Obsidian, because like, clearly this is Microsoft testing the waters with a game that if it like explodes, they're just like, oh no, Obsidian released another weird game. Oh well. Like I said, that's why I said earlier, it feels kind of like a sacrificial lamb. Like, it's a game they can afford to try experiment with and see if people bite. And some people will buy it. You know, there are people out there who have the spending cap to go up $10 and are like, oh, this game looks cool. Me, man, especially if we're buying physical. I talked about this when I earlier this week. I think it was Wednesday on the 14 stream. I talked about when I locked in my Death Stranding 2 pre-order, getting it. You know, Amazon has promised release day delivery with fucking with them taxes. It's like $75 for the disc. And yes, I could just pay $5 less, but then I'm getting it digitally, which does mean, like, if my PlayStation 5, like, implodes, or when inevitably they release the PlayStation 6 and shit, I'll probably be able to keep the license, but not always. I looked this up. So this is a complete tangent, but it's semi-related, talking about, like, getting stuff digitally. So, I think I mentioned it to you, Lucky, but, like, since Andor came out, and one of the Andor actors actually said he really liked playing the new EA Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 has been, like, super surging.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
So, like, it's a huge plays on Steam, console, everything. So, when I bought my PS4, I got the bundle with Battlefront 2. So it's in my library, but that's tied physically to my PS4, which I have not unpacked in the new place. It's still boxed up under my bed because I don't have space for that many consoles. So I can't reactivate it and download it and play it on my PS5. I have to pay $40 again, even though it's still a PS4 game. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I can't be, like, too upset about it because, yeah, I bought a special, you know, bundle with the code and stuff. It's not like I'm disced up. I should actually check if it came with a disc in box that I've got in the back somewhere. But, you know, it's one of those things of, like, it's you know, if you get digital, you got to be careful. Because, so,
I mean, that's
you know,
what I tell people. Like, digital's nice and convenient and stuff, but that's digital only. Then that's based on things being online, you having your proper credentials, and all that crazy stuff.
like,
Sometimes it's a pain. Too much. Sometimes being digital is a pain in its own pain in the dick.
I did buy Clair Obscur digital because I waited a couple weeks to buy it, so it was physically sold out everywhere. And because it reviewed really well, people were really trying to gouge you for those fucking prices. There's the last one.
There it is, yeah!
How am I going to get up here? Do I just... Yump? No, okay.
Not quite.
Can I get on top of this thing? Whoop! Okay, that pushes me?
It is a little spinny thing.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Slide.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I now that I see this clue, I remember this one was always a pain in the ass to get. Oh god. Okay. No, I'm not getting enough height. Can I get on top of this? Not like that. I can't. I need to like daisy chain high objects together. Block. Oh, goodbye. Oh, shit. I gotta get out of there. That counts as a floor.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you
Sure.
hit that, you take damage, but you stand on it. And if your iframes run out, you'll get hit again. It's a little goofy.
Man, the Cooper family has some fucking wooge underneath their belts.
I mean, they definitely do. This is a family that canonically can, with the right training, turn invisible and slow down time. Admittedly, I think that the time thing is supposed to be like quote-unquote thief reflexes. Whoop! Really fuck that jump. Don't bonk your noggin, Sly. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's another thing about this game. This area is like thinking you can platform and then not platforming. Okay, how tall are the hot air balloons? Will that give us enough reach?
It should if it's that one right behind you.
Yep, there it is. Okay.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
No, not enough. Because I gotta tilt forward to move forward, but that makes me descend faster. I hear you, son of a bitch. Oh, God. Do I have to do a mission so I can unlock something that, like, shoots me way high in the air? Chad, anybody play this game before? And remember if that's, like, the secret strat? Normally I'm anti-backseating, but I genuinely don't remember if, like, the game's expecting me to do a thing where we get, like, super high jumps in the zone. Because if I could actually, like, get on these fucking... Oh, that's gonna slide. Also, that's a hitbox, hurtbox. We love it. Alright, Sly, you chill for a second. If I could get on those really tall towers, but I don't think I can jump up to them before a mission thing. But yeah, no, like, some of the good trailers coming out of the Xbox, I posted a few that were very funny, because, like, day of, there was, because, hey, guess what? It's happening. Gears of War, what are they calling it? It's not remastered, is it revisited?
Reloaded.
Reloaded? That's much better, yes. And it came out with a PlayStation, you know, official PlayStation YouTube channel trailer because it's coming to PlayStation. Like, genuinely, I think that's, like, Xbox's new quote-unquote exclusivity plan is like, hey, buy an Xbox, buy Game Pass so you don't have to pay extra money for these games. Kind of thing. God, does this move?
Well, honestly, I think we've talked about this. Game Pass, Xbox is stuck with Game Pass. The minute they fucking drop Game Pass or they try to change it up too much, they're gonna lose everybody.
Well, because it's, I mean, they are working on a handheld. We thought that was dead, but they brought it back. Okay, no, this doesn't move. So, you know, that might be something to go into kind of like a weird middle niche between Steam Deck and Switch 2. But yeah, no, I think that's the primary draw to buy an Xbox console is that you can combine it with Game Pass and have basically a Game Pass machine. You know, a machine that is ready to play all your Game Pass games. God, I'm trying to think where the fuck I would get height.
I don't see it.
I may have to progress. Like I said, I would like 10 of you in chat. I'd love for one of you guys to let me know if that's a thing I gotta progress because I don't remember.
Well, let me
Also,
look
is there
it
a
up here.
third? There should be a third treasure on this map too.
It's
'Cause
probably
I've
in some
only found
interior
two at a time.
weird-
There,
some
I don't think they
interiors,
do
basically.
interior treasures, but it might be like under something. Cause
Oh,
like,
that's right. That's right. That's right.
was there? Yeah, because there's an overhang over here that like that clue was on, wasn't it? God, this map is really weird. But like, there are actually loads of cool game trailers I have seen coming out. Like, a lot of people like that one for, what is it, Clockwerk Revolution?
Yeah.
It's a good looking one. Can't tell if it's just because the space is smaller or what. I feel like these guys have better vision, too. Smoke bomb. Smoke bomb, you too. Like, 2026 is going to have some bangers, but there's also some games that I'm definitely like, pass. Okay, so it's above me on this thing. Is there a good way to get up here?
Hang on, I'm watching someone do a playthrough of the clues. See if I can figure out what it is.
Yeah, if they end up stepping on like a platform that shoots them way into the air, then that's gotta be, I gotta progressi. But if it's not that, then I'm not sure where I should be. Game, this would be very easily solved by just adding some extra fucking ropes. How did you see me? There was a fire in the way.
Well, it'll be a good time to grind for coins anyway. Figure this out.
Oop, shit. Just ran into a flashlight. Right, you got anything in your pocket? No? Okay. That guy's got something in his pocket, though. Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he saw the glue. God, we are truly making pennies on the dollar in terms of normal coins. Okay. Do I gotta do it from all
Probably
the
an
fucking way
effort to
back
make you
here?
grind more here? Or spend more time, I suppose?
Yeah, it's working. Okay. Can we... No, I lose way too much height going forward. You'd think, you know, again talking about how there's physics is not at play here. You'd think with this thing constantly moving forward, if I paraglided, I would like naturally drift forward, which I do a little, but not nearly as much as we probably do at speed. And also that means that's way too slow to do that. You've got to think your pockets down.
The video I'm watching, by the way, is from Cooper Curse. Apparently they do a lot of like.
Hey, I'm glad to hear it. I was gonna say glad to see it, but I'm not actually seeing it. But yes, glad to hear it because, you know, very fond of this franchise. It's pretty cool, but also hasn't been out there a lot.
All right, I'm watching him. Looks like he's just trying to double jump up there.
Can
Yeah,
we just
no,
like
he just double jumped up there and just crawled
can you
up
just
on one of the lines.
abuse physics? Okay, we'll try it.
Yeah.
That was not my first
Just
instinct
gotta-
because edge physics in this game are a little weird, but yeah, okay. We'll go from the high side and we'll just try
Yeah,
it.
go from the high side and jump toward and double jump towards it. And try to.
I might try slow mode. Oh, no. Okay. Whoa. Yes, definitely abusing physics. Did not like that. That was weird. I didn't even like grab an edge. Okay, all right.
Anyway, thank you, Cooper Curse.
Yeah. Okay, all right. We got all three. I don't think I see an icon for the vault right away, so let's do the gerb. At the very least, the stream is 1 hour long. Okay. Oh, now this guy, when I'm trying to get out of here, this guy's got to... What? How? I don't know. These guys have caught me a lot pickpocketing. I'm not... They have like a weird hitbox? It's a shame too. That guy actually had something in his fucking pocket. But all right, let's start the job.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling Clockwerk, that's where you'll find it.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build the plan, we need to know how close...
Never
they
mind,
are
I
to
fucked around for
arriving
literally
Clockwerk.
well, not literally an hour, because we
Relax, Bentley.
did a
I've
little
got it
preamp. I
under
had to fill my
control.
bottle of water. But still.
Is that a... Oh, is that a power source?
I'm not sure. Yeah, fucking...
Just lasers? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was just a little laser drone to try and kill me.
That is a
do not
cannon.
know. Yeah, I guess it's a gun. Smash. In we go. Because, believe it or not, there are interior areas.
I had no idea they could reassemble Clockwerk so fast.
Calm down, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but...
Is that
he
Nayla
doesn't
all the way
appear to
over
be,
there, the fucking
you know,
traitorous wrench?
alive. Let's stick to the format here.
Yeah, I think that's
How
Nail
about
and
some
Arpeggio
recon
standing
photos?
over there.
You're right.
I'm gonna have to go take a picture of them.
Form to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwerk's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance.
Okay, so these things.
These magnetic inducers
The
electro platform.
holding the Clockwerk parts together.
Okay, and then they want the mecha eggs. I don't really see... Oh. Zoom for a second. Okay. Oh. Your pocket's glowing. Do you have something for me, sir? No, he has nothing. Die. Oh.
Oh, okay. That's bullshit.
Rude video game. And that's a hard reset. That's okay. I know exactly how to photo these things.
These magnetic inducers seem to be
Now the guards care if one guy's missing from his shift, you know? He didn't just fall into the open air machinery of the swirling electro platforms.
That guy's about to turn around. Oh, wait, you got some.
No, he's taking a big rotate. They're not that mean to me. Where the fuck are the mecha eggs, though?
Can you climb on top of Clockwerk?
I think I can. Not from this angle, though. But there's a jump pad over here once this guy... Excuse me, sir? Get your fucking light out of my way? Alright, I'll go to the other side.
Clockwerk, I'm walking on you. How does that make you feel, buddy?
Also, 100%, Clockwerk scale changes between games. I'm pretty sure, because like I think he was bigger than this.
Listen, they're
Oh.
giv-
I see why they don't want me to kill the guards.
Oh, we're gonna have to come back here later.
I have to steal their keys.
Where's the mech egg?
I don't know. Clockwerk's face is here, so we just go like over to this one.
Looks less angular
Clockwerk
than last
appears
time.
completely inanimate. We still might have a chance.
Okay. Back there?
What?
Oh, are they like inside the door under where I was? I'm pretty sure this picture would work, but sure, I'll get closer. Wait for this fucking asshole to walk by since I cannot remove him.
Oh, that's where the mech eggs are. Egg.
I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close. Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's arpeggio.
Would not.
Shit. Okay, getting out of here is pretty easy. So, what, you just want me to hike all the way back to the other end towards Arpeggio?
Smooth.
Can I, like... Yeah, okay.
Neela? Neela's here too!
And, I'm pretty sure she could fucking see me.
Hi.
Since I can see him through this fucking glass. Unless it's one-way glass, but that would be weird for it to be one-way glass this way.
I can't believe
Very clean pictures.
she must have been working with arpeggio all along.
Really?
Also, yes, long
We're
time
just
ago.
now getting to this conclusion?
I don't need to study those photos to see the writing
Yeah,
on
she
the
was
wall.
flying a thing with a
Clearly,
claw gang
Neela
symbol
and
last time, I think.
Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwerk, and it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwerk from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together.
Well, also it is 9, so they're
If you
starting the
reverse their
Kalea broadcast.
polarity, it should pull Clockwerk
Oh.
apart.
Mystic Eye Symphony soon.
Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
Okay, now can you pickpocket and kill the guards?
Yeah, now I think we'll get the keys.
Buddy, you should have saw that. I'm gonna be real.
Absolutely, but due to the powers of silent obliteration. This guy's gonna, yeah, that's right. He takes a big, long curve.
My dude be like, where everyone go?
Where are my friends? My coworkers? Where did they go?
Is it lunch break?
Now get to the speed control station to slow down the spinning inducer.
Okay, the device magically moves my ass over there, sure.
Now that the inducer decks are spinning slower, get up there and reverse the polarity of each deck.
Actually, I don't remember what happened to the contestant. I'm gonna be real. I think
She got
there's, like,
arrested
some- yeah, up
by
there.
Neela.
Like,
Does this seem my objective? Yes, reverse the platform's polarity. So do you want me to get on them, or is there a separate console?
you gotta like smack these things? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing any points of interaction. Is it this electrical thing over here?
No, no, not smacking it.
Yeah, well, it shows an icon.
Bentley,
like a little
instructions unclear.
compass. Oop, no, okay, so we got to cut off. Is it this?
No, you can break that though. 3 coins. best. What's that?
Is that the thing we're looking for?
You can't destroy that one, so that's interesting.
Let's try.
Oh, wait.
Let's go all the way
Yeah, I was
up.
about to say, yeah, climb.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
We do gotta go on. We gotta go on the backs, and only while they're uprights. Can I go any further back?
I want to try that. I think I would go on to the other side to get this one in particular.
Nah, we can do it. No, actually, no, we can't, because I think I gotta push a button. So let's, yeah. We'll go counter the, or on the same side as the rotation.
Go with the rotation.
Because I think I gotta.
Well, maybe not that one. It's gonna be a while before it comes back around. Unless you're okay with waiting.
No, there's two. There's two per side.
Oh, there's 2%. You were correct.
So we'll grab this one, and then we'll go to the rotate for the next
Go for
one.
it. Go, go, go.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. There is a button prompt, but it's very well hidden. And then we just.
Nice.
And then.
All I remember from the Contessa is that she tried to, you know, tags mind control, you know, Carlita, but, I don't remember what happened to her after that.
You should
Might
have
got
watched the
busted
stream,
by-
Loth.
Yeah.
But no, yes, she got arrested. After the second mission, she got arrested by Interpol and Neela. Because remember, despite the fact that we've always known she's a dirty, double-crossing traitor, nobody in Interpol knows. It's my bad. I hit circle instead of arm.
Get it, you can get it.
Yeah. Look, these cords do go pretty high up. It is also pretty funny. We made a big deal out of, like, oh, what's Carmelita gonna do? Interesting, we went for job completion.
Folds like a fucking bug. What the hell?
What's all this then? The magnets have been reversed. But by Jove, it seems to have locked the clockwork parts into place. Excellent.
Oh, great. We helped.
I'm definitely concealed.
Sly Cooper. Of course this is.
Sly, why did you reveal yourself here?
Ah, Mr. Cooper. No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems
Oh, it's like a stylized A for arpeggio. I get it. It also looks like a top hat.
I'll join myself to its circuit and be born anew.
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality. Immortality is what I seek. The other Claw Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the clockwork parts to drive their various trivial schemes, but not me.
Yeah, that was the prison with Murray, but there was a whole stage after that where Contessa and Neela's mercenary cops fought.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Claw Gang members, all the while not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
Ah, but acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper.
I'm pretty sure we would have been fucking
Clockwork
fine.
alive for thousands
Yes,
of years.
actually.
He
But
was fueled by
Neela
his
sucks,
hatred
so.
for my family.
Splendid. That's right. Hatred. Putting his gears and wires together was child's play.
Also, by the way, I love how his mouth is just open in the back, just
You
ominously.
can't make people hate.
He's gonna fire his laser.
Oh, naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to command people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies. The only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Hypnotize those who
What?
eaten food covered in illegal spice.
Northern Light. What?
This was Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to consume the spice.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandishly cruel.
Cruel, perhaps, but necessary to give Clockwerk his spark of immortality.
The spice must flow.
My new body awaits me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to
True
you?
facts.
This is preposterous. You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the Clockwerk frame or...
Oh. Shit.
Well, he's dead.
Behold, Clockla is born.
Clockla. What?
I mean, it's better than knee work. So I just look over and sort of like, holy shit, did anybody else see that?
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the Clockwerk frame, and the Union has produced Clockla.
Even Bentley, like, I'm not sure about that name.
This blimp
But
is
Sly, I
still in
literally
motion,
don't have enough time to
and
come
I
up
can
with a
only
better
assume
name.
Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there will be no stopping Clockla. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance. In her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this
Thank you,
blimp's
Aaron, for joining the
engines
spell
to
of
stay
Naywork.
strong. If we can disable the engines,
Naywork
that
probably the.
should be
Yeah,
enough to
Naywork.
weaken her to
Naywork
a
sounds better.
state in which we can attack.
Also, by the way, I
Getting
think
at
you
these
guys can
engines
see it,
will
but you may have
require
noticed
all three of us to
YouTube
work
trying to get
together
a slice
in
of that
perfect
Twitch
harmony.
energy. There's this new leaderboard
We
feature, so
pulled
it
off some
keeps
top
track of which
jobs
one
in
of you is
mask.
the biggest chatter in
They
chat.
were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through
Interesting.
tonight.
I've noticed some other weird things. I realized, like, isn't it like on Discord, people can have like these little tags after their names now?
Yeah, Discord added like clan tags, I think they are. I don't know exactly how they work because I haven't like seen the deets. Alright, so we do need loot. We got a Murray mission, a Bentley mission, and 2 slides. Presumably one of which will take us to wherever the fuck the vault is. But I'm glad we did the clues because let's see if we can fucking see your ass. Yep.
There she is. She just flying.
Yeah, Clocklaw is now just flying around the area, and if we get in her vicinity, she'll shoot hate eye beams at us or like throw shit at us. I don't remember, but she'll try and fuck our day up. So it is good we got all the clues. Let's keep our eyes peeled for people with heavy pockets and do some gerbs.
Do some gerbs.
I will say, the game's not wrong though. That like electronic like screech of Clockworks / Clocklaws is like that always makes me go, where is she? What's she doing? Wow, shit.
Being a freak.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Arpeggio and Neela are a little underwritten. You have no explanation for why Neela did any of that besides just what she said to Arpeggio of like, hey, boss, I betrayed literally everyone. You think I wouldn't do it to you? And then Arpeggio's like, but you're my protege.
I think
Also,
it's
by the way-
because she's secretly Clockwork's daughter. Don't know how or why, but I believe that's how it is.
I personally am glad that the game does not get too much into detail. You wouldn't want to ruin the mystery. Oh, it's the fucking keys. Okay, we're doing the key thing already. Okay.
Okay, you should take your position. It's not gonna take me long.
Also,
to let
yes,
these
no,
guys
the
get
yeah,
keys.
you earn EXP as you chat, and you get crowns. Okay, yes, you can see she's got like 2 spotlights in her claws. But yeah, also this is just, you know, like evil overlords list type shit. But hey, if you're pursuing immortality, don't have a protege. Unless they're really dumb, in which case they're probably not a protege. But they're gonna realize at some point, if they're smart enough to do their job as your assistant, they're gonna realize that, strictly speaking, if you become immortal, whether that's like, you know, indestructible, unkillable, whatever, you're not gonna need them anymore. You're immortal. Like, it's one thing if you're like vampire immortality and like, you know, you can't go outside during the fucking day. But if you're gonna become a giant immortal robot owl with laser eyes and like attack drones and shit, Clockwerk did a lot of fucked up shit in his boss fight. Yeah, I don't think he needs Neela.
And the first thing Neela did was fucking squash that bird. Ooh.
Well, he was like, well, get out of there or I will something you. And she's just like, nom. Honestly, I probably could have used the music box for that. That would have put him to sleep after it brought him over there. But yeah, no. Honestly, like I said, a lot of people stand by Sly 2 as kind of like, you know, they're like, oh, it's like the Empire Strikes Back. And, like, it does have a strong ending that I won't spoil for Lucky because he's never played these games. But the plot is a lot more, like, trying to rehash the vibes of the first one. You know, in the first game, you've got to repair Sly's family legacy by collecting the appropriate number of pages of the Thieves Raccoonus. You know, and it ends with you defeating Clockwerk, who's like, oh, shit, that was Clocklaw. Okay, thank God, there was a thing over me. Like I said, it's still intimidating. Intimidating bird.
Apparently we forgot Clockwerk's vocal cords, though, because it's kind of squelchy.
But, like, this, you know, it ends with your final confrontation with Clockwerk. This is, you know, hey, that guy who was a pain in the ass from the first game, they've broken him up into parts. His robot parts are everywhere. Steal those. And it does, like, last longer, and you know, I think the shift to the hub-style area with the missions is good. But the actual, like, plot writing is, like, a little loosey-gooseier. Like, genuinely, I think I've mentioned this before, but I think Sly 2 Carmelita is, like, the most annoying and, like, irrational to you.
Oh, no, I definitely agree.
Like in Sly 1, yes, she's a cop and she chases you stupid places, and there's, like, a moment, like, with Panda King where you're like, hey, Carmelita, do you not see that this guy's blowing up villages? And she's just like, you could just be saying that. You're trying to break into his house. And it's like, well, she's not wrong. Like, this guy is also clearly evil, but also I am breaking into his weird temples to beat him up.
Carmelita, you've been tracking me for how long? You must have some idea of my mode of operation. It's called profiling, Carmelita. What do I do, Carmelita? I break into bad guy's house and I steal their shit. Yes, that's still breaking the law, but you should have an idea that, Ooh, shit, I almost just knocked shit off my desk because I hit it too hard with my chair.
God, I'm trying to figure out, I'm thinking about it, because Axe just you know, talked about Neela being evil for the love of the game, and I'm like, when did I start saying that? Because I think I started saying that with the group, yeah. I'm not sure where I picked that up, but I picked it up from somewhere, and I've been saying it, because it is true of a lot of, like, you know, you talk about when you're doing something and you're just like, no, we're clearly doing it just for the love of the game. We're here just because it's part of the experience, baby. And that is Neela.
I put Carmelita not on of a female Dirty Harry, but fuck, what was it? Is it Zenigawa? From Lupin?
Yes. I mean, and that makes perfect sense for this context, right? Like,
yeah,
you know, Haha. Oh, double whammy.
Oh.
That guy really ruined his own day. That was not my fault. What a way to go, brother.
Yeah, and like Zenigata was like constantly chasing the Lupin game, all over the world, and while by no means an incompetent inspector, just can't get a break when it comes to these guys in particular. And I always kind of felt like Carmelita from the first game was kind of that, except for the part where she's shooting anyone and everything with a shock pistol. That concerned me. That concerned me a little bit.
Yeah, but it's like even though they're, American, the Cooper gang is like based in Paris. That's also why it's supposed to be like freaky to Sly that, we're gonna hate bomb Paris. He may even have a line or two about that later. Here's the guy we're looking for. But like, yeah, I would imagine that like the Sucker Punch team was inspired by things like Lupin III and the original, Arsène Lupin stories, Maurice LeBlanc.
Yeah.
And other stuff, but Zenigata is like a archetype of like the guy who is the most competent cop in the world, except for these one guys who get away with everything because they're the protagonists, like they're the one guys he can't catch. And Carmelita's kind of the same way. In this game, we're trying to engineer a weird love triangle between Sly, Carmelita, and Neela, even though Sly and Carmelita aren't really dating. And while Sly likes Carmelita, and some of their dialogue, like when he's in disguise, gets a little flirtatious, she's really not showing the, affection we felt at the countdown scene at the end of Sly 1,
It's true. It feels like her character went through a little bit of weird writing.
And I've mentioned before, Carmelita has a different voice actress every single game. I don't know, generally why. That just, they couldn't lock somebody in for it. But I think that, reflects lots of, changes between games and stuff.
I swear they fucking took one of those child microphones that does the fucking voice reverb, and that's how they recorded the fucking Clockwerk run.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised back in the day. Lucky, do you remember how they did the echo effect for Alphonse Elric and FMA?
No, actually, I don't. Was it a steel colander speaking through it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Specifically,
no,
they did the effect in studio in Japan with a colander, and I remember this because I own the Brotherhood Blu-rays, which includes some English commentary. That's not, the greatest thing in the world to own these days, for raisins. But I remember that when they recast Alphonse for Brotherhood, because Alphonse's original actor was prepubescent in the original dub run, so he grew up when they did Brotherhood. Japan actually sent Funimation the colander. They shipped it, so the sound would be exactly the same, basically. So yeah, no. I would not be shocked if this being also the early to mid 2000s, that they used a crunchy speak and spell ass microphone. Oh, look at her going for a freaky little swoop, or they yelled into a colander or a coffee pot or something.
The art of Foley.
Oh, he's up there. Okay. Sir, perish. Give me those fucking coins. But yeah, no, Carmelita's a lot less of an archetype character and more just a obstacle, because they're trying to make a setup, like I said, where there's a triangle between her and Neela, except that you, like most people, Lucky, immediately were like, this strange British woman is suspicious. Because inherently, if you think about it, she's a dirty cop from the jump, right? Because she's like, oh, I don't have a warrant to go into Dimitri's place, but you, Sly Cooper, international thief, you can break into Dimitri's place and get me the evidence I need. And I'm like, that's inherently corrupt. That's what you're not supposed to do as a cop. Carmelita's violent, but I don't think she's portrayed as not a by-the-book cop, usually.
Well, honestly, that's our fucking problem, is she's completely by the book. Even when she's on the run for fucking Interpol, she's like, I'm still gonna catch you, Cooper.
Well, yeah, I mean, that at least I think we've spaced it out because of the streams, but I think she has a decent reason for that. Her idea is basically, if she turns in the Cooper gang, Neela's charge that she's been working with them has to be false because she's turned them in, so Interpol has to, like, at the very least, get off her back, possibly reinstate her. Obviously, I think that Carmelita's not thinking far enough ahead, because if Neela's fucking corrupt, then, like... What is, like, are you planning to, like, get Sly in the fucking witness stand, Ace Attorney style, and have him, like, be like, no, we've never worked with Carmelita? Because Carmelita, I'm going to tell you right now, if I was Ace Attorneying Sly Cooper, to get his ass out of jail, it would be so easy to make it look like you're in cahoots, because I would just get him to talk about how cute he thinks you are. Come here, jetpack button. Okay, very weird hit. Okay, can I get to that? I can okay, I can get to that from the ring. We'll sprint on over there. This map's very weird. But I think this is technically still the whoop! Oh, okay, paraglider. Got away from me a little bit there. This is technically the shortest way over here. Like I said, you know, again, to everybody drink, talk about Sly 3. I think her characterization in Sly 3 is much more consistent with Sly 1, where if she sees Sly doing a crime, she'll try and bust him. But she's also not fixated on Sly Cooper 24/7, like she does other cop stuff.
I'm excited for that because it's we got Sly 3 and Sly Thieves in time, right?
Yes. I don't know if we can play Thieves in Time yet. I don't think they've re-released that, because that was also on PS3. Yeah. I don't know if there was a remaster. Thieves in Time is not essential. They wrote 3 to be the end of the franchise, and then I think, you know, Sony was hard up for exclusives during the 3 era. They wanted more games, so they got Thieves in Time. It's not a bad game, but it ends with a cliffhanger to, like, set up our next batch of adventures that didn't happen. And I'm not really sure why. I guess it was just because, like, Thieves in Time is really kind of just, like, more of the same. Like, it has new mechanics, because obviously, hey, spoilers, God, these guys really are all over my ass these days.
What?
What are you doing, brother? What's your thing? What's your deal? Give me your fucking key.
Okay, Sly, I'm waiting by the engine room door.
God.
Well, also, actually, Axe, it's called theft. If you don't know, this is why I have commented before that piracy is not, strictly speaking, theft or larceny. In most criminal codes, theft, the crime of larceny, of stealing, is you unlawfully enter a place to take something and remove it from there without permission. So even if those people have obtained those goods illegally, Sly is also not authorized to enter their places and take things from them. He is still a burglar. And also, technically, a mugger. Because I do hit people in the course of my crimes, which is usually where
I
bad.
put some first-degree murder in that shit. You end some people in very ugly ways.
I mean, technically, I don't have to kill some of these guys. But yeah, no. There's definitely some stuff like that, which means obviously,
Honestly,
like,
I probably got all the way to 3rd degree. I'm pretty sure when you hit that guy and he accidentally fell into the fucking
oh no, that's definitely still at the very least a reckless endangerment charge. I did, like, push him, even if he absolutely killed his own ass through, like, misuse of his own jetpack.
Yeah.
But I still pushed him over. And then also, again, we don't talk about it, but, like, some of the things, like, at least in this game that Sly is stealing, he's, like, illegally reselling on the black market.
What is
you
that
know,
crime, actually? To sell something illegal?
I think usually it's just called black marketeering. There might be some other charges for that as well. Law language is interesting because, like, as we get more modern legal codes, you kind of get a split between, like, old-fashioned words like larceny, burglary, even robbery, you know, very classic from the English common law. And then also, you know, people have, you know, more advanced, you know, terminology. Inventory loss. Assault with a deadly weapon.
Now I'm actually curious about what the crime is for someone stealing illegal goods.
Okay, Bentley, you're on.
Yeah, usually that's the work of a fence, but I don't think it's the
says
crime it's called.
trafficking, I think. Trafficking in stolen goods is a first degree and a Class B felony.
Okay, yeah, so it counts as trafficking. Oh, I died. Sorry,
Whoops.
Murray, you didn't explain that one fast enough. What's my rule here? Okay, don't shoot the bulb the electricity goes to. Do shoot the bulb the electricity goes to. Sorry, the volume mixing in this game is kind of bad, so coming out of my TV, it's hard to hear these guys sometime. Okay, so yeah, make sure to shoot the bulb. Okay, so we gotta break the connection before we shoot the next one. Okay, simple enough.
Sure you want to go for that one?
Well, I gotta wait, but we can do it.
There we go.
We'll get this one as it comes around. That'll be a lot easier. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Nope. I was like, the moment I shot that one, I was like, wait, nope, led too far.
Nice.
Now let's slow ass, though.
Only got a few more.
Reload, Bentley!
This last one? Rad.
Okay, pal. You're all set to bounce up to the next level.
Okay, gotta crossing. Oh, there's platforms.
If I'm reading this right, it looks like you need to bomb those power nodes.
I think we blow these up.
Once that door is
It's
open,
gonna be slightly awkward because there's these little drone guys that I want to circle strafe towards. Oh, shit. Hold please, men. Okay, that's my hover pack. Okay. Let's see if I can. They have like the long throw.
Well, unlike what they say in, well, I guess this is a media thing, but there's usually something called like jurisdiction and whatnot.
Yes. Ooh.
Not all detectives from all places can go after one thing. It depends on where crimes are done, and the severity of crimes and severity of crimes. Actually, what is Interpol's actual jurisdiction? That's European, I believe.
Yes. Though, speaking of like fictional stuff, fiction likes to kind of inflate them to be the world because there's no other organization quite like that. But yes, Interpol is a co-op of police agencies in Europe.
Yeah.
The Cooper Gang is based in Europe, so like it makes sense. But obviously, like Carmelita doesn't have jurisdiction. Like when we go to like Mesa City in Nevada, she couldn't actually chase our ass down there without like FBI approval.
Well, yeah, no, I'm about to say she would have to go to the FBI, then FBI would probably go to local, well, probably state law. There's a lot of red tape in this kind of shit. I'm not the most well-read on it, but I know a little bit of it.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things that, like, in fiction, usually you don't worry about this kind of stuff because, like, for instance, it would be like, well, that means that for our, game with a very compact collection of characters, like, we'd either have to write dialogue about what Carmelita's doing or be, like, introduce like, the FBI agent that is, Miss Fox, Detective Inspector Fox's, point of contact, which means extra character models and stuff. And like, yeah, for a lot of practical stuff, you shave it down. But
I mean, that'd probably been cool. I would have like personally. Well, that's me. I like more character relations and beats and whatnot, and dramatic.
well, and it could be interesting, but it's the thing of like, well, that means that you have to, hire another actor, you have to make another character model,
That's more money, more time, baby.
Even with like TV, right? There's like budget and shit, like, God, there we go. Say perish already, because that means that you got to go through casting, wardrobe, makeup, depending on what you're doing, could mean more locations. And like, good TV is expensive. Andor's really, really good, but it's been coming out recently since people are talking about the second season that, I think both seasons cost like $650 million to make.
What?
Yeah. Because they did the show right, so it was like a blend of effect shots and like location shooting, which means quite a number of locations. They had to cast and costume everybody with all their fucking space costumes and like all the guys in, stormtrooper armor, special effects for all that stuff. And they did a lot of location shooting. Again, I don't want to spoil the series because I hope that someday, Lucky can see it. We can probably do like a more in-depth discussion. But like, in the first season alone, I think they have like, oh my god, like, there's got to be like at least like 10 locations?
Jeez.
Now, originally, also, I want to say, technically, they originally planned 5 seasons, and basically because streaming services are not doing super good, basically Tony Gilroy, I think, negotiated Disney down to just 2 total seasons, and so the budget, for season 2 is as much money as Disney was willing to part with for, a hypothetical seasons 2 through 5. But they used their budget to the fullest, and it, like I said, made some damned good television, but also expensive. And if you ever wonder why, like, TV is weird like that sometimes, is it's all money. You ever wonder why you're watching a show and, like, the fight scenes suck ass? Well, it's probably because they couldn't afford a good stunt coordinator or couldn't budget enough time for the stunt team to train the actors. Like, a lot of people, blame, like, oh, the actors were lazy. They didn't run their sets. Maybe they didn't have time to run their sets and practice,
First, I'll need to hack the stations controlling access to the engine room. Then Murray.
Also, yes, that's why the second season of Andor time skips a lot. Basically, every 3 episodes, there's a year time skip because it was supposed to be, the 5 years leading up to Rogue One and the Battle of Yavin, but it turned into 1 season that leads up. Still, like, really good stuff, but there's a load of locations. I think I'm thinking about coming for my ass all the way over here. Anyway, it's time for the last Bentley hack mission. Gotta fucking jet my ass around this place to the computers, where magically no one will shoot me while I'm playing the hacking minigame. Oh boy, okay. Luckily we have a cool, we're doing the bouncy thing.
Did we always have the fancy thing?
No, this is new for this, because you as you can see, these fucking turrets are bad news. There is like a very slight amount of like recoil. So let's. That said, I fucking, if you're doing like shmup stuff, love this stuff. This is very fun. Wow. Yeah, like, notice how just every, like, third guy just bounces down in there. But it works.
Sorry, chat's like why Power Ranger Sentai always fight in that one quarry.
Yes, and if you ever see American sci-fi shows also, there's a very famous quarry. I think it's known as, like, the Star Trek quarry, because that's where, like, half of the original series of Star Trek's location shoots were. Yeah, no, that's you know, limited budget for location shooting. Location shooting is a huge pain in the ass, and it's very expensive, because until very recently, cameras were fucking heavy. And even today, really good cameras are still heavy. But, like... yeah, that's why, you know, if you can get permission to go out to exactly one quarry, you go there, you shoot there. They don't mind if you're setting off pyrotechnics everywhere, because that is a... it's more CGI these days, but if you look at, like, early Sentai stuff, yeah, no, those guys are that's real pyro those guys are standing in front of. It's far away, but it's there. It's another thing, like, if you're doing any kind of, like, pyro or practical, like, ballistic effects. There are, like, handfuls of places in kind of, like, TV type shows where you'll see that. You know, there's the famous Star Trek quarry. There's a couple of other stuff. Like, the original Star Wars had some... the original trilogy had some very interesting location shoots. Tatooine's just North Africa. It's just, like, Libya or Morocco in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I remember that. I remember it was like in North Africa, and I was always like, really? We have to go in North Africa?
To get that kind of, like, rolling dunes, yeah. Also, I think, again, fun fact, if you ever wonder why, like, rebels have American accents and British and Imperial officers have British accents, it's because all of the interior scenes were shot on studio on set in England. And all of the location shots with, like, rebels and stuff in the field is usually shot with an American crew that were imported extras. But that also is probably why they went to, like, North Africa, because they would be location shooting, studio shooting in England already. But, like, Endor, Forest Moon to Endor, Ewoks, that's just Cali, baby. Those are just redwoods. There it is. There's the... oh, okay. It's over there, but I can check back. I don't know exactly where they went for Hoth. I think some of those are on location, just somewhere fucking cold. Probably, I want to say, like, Iceland? Maybe Norway somewhere? And this is why I think, like, The Mandalorian's a very cool show. It's gotten kind of bogged down in a couple of things, one of which is just the guy who is kind of one of the major minds behind it, Dave Filoni, was George Lucas's number 2 guy for many years, worked on, like, the Clone Wars TV show, so he's, like, super lore-brained. Because, like, George was not super stickler about canon, but he did like to make lots of, like, little references and nouns and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, The Mandalorian has a lot of that, a lot of, like, references and references. The other thing is, Lucasfilm pioneered a kind of, like, a way to basically build location sets in studio. They have, like, projection screens, like, 360, so that they can, like, put the backgrounds and the effect shots in, basically, in shot.
Oh, okay.
Which is neat, but has space limitations because it's basically still a sound stage. It just has, like, a live backdrop. So, like, there are parts of that show that people are kind of critical of some of the quote-unquote location shots because they're not locations. They're, you know, studio backdrops. Andor did a lot of location shooting, which looks real good, but fucking...
costs a lot of fucking money!
Yeah.
God, just thinking about the fucking... you know, shots just makes me think of all the work they did for doing, you know, the Starfighter and ship scenes in the original trilogy.
Oh my god, yeah, that's all Mini's work. I've seen a lot of behind-the-scene footage. It looks great, but, like, they did, like, I think Lucasfilm, like, basically invented, like, not Steadicam, what is it called? It's, like, the motion tracking software, so you can, like, get a computer to replicate a shot every time. Like, motion following. Yeah. But, like, they shot Minis. They created the star backgrounds by just like shooting in negative space, like they completely blacked out the fucking room except for like little reflections, and front lit the hell out of the ships. Most of the miniatures are not actually moving; it's the cameras.
Yep, I remember that.
You know, so like, yeah, it's a whole thing, and obviously, oh, whoops, Bentley didn't have enough life for that.
Turtle soup!
Tonight we dine. Okay, it's over there. Ow.
Bam! Oh, shit. Safe!
I lived. I don't know if I'm safe. Bentley, what throwables do you have? Is that too far? It's a little too far. The Juggernaut throw is cool, but it makes, like, all my throw distance super long, so if I want, like, a little baby throw, it's a little annoying. Bentley, is there somewhere we can go, or these guys aren't here? That's not great. Do I have enough ups to get up here? Nope. It's another thing we haven't really tackled. This area is really annoying to get around as Murray and Bentley, because they can't climb ladders because they don't get sparkles. We didn't give them climbing animations. Yeah, this I think I can just fucking jet to, though, if I time it right. But yeah, no. And like I said, Andor did a lot of like hybrid sets, like for like one of the major areas in season 1. Not a spoiler, it's the place Cassian Andor's from. He's from kind of like a scrap mining kind of planet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so they just have like shipyards and junkyards and stuff. So how they did that was they like half built those things in shot, and then, you know, blue screened everything else to like make it go back like, you know, 100 more feet, you know, that kind of shit.
Okay.
So it looks real good because a lot of it's like practical. I think
the
I remember
BBMs
how
is going
this
crazy.
works. Yeah, this is our last one. The BBM's going nuts. I think I remember how this works. Yeah, these guys are fucking coming after us. So I gotta like slowly advance while taking my shots, because these guys like have shooters and shields.
Bentley's really improved this fucking his data flow. Look at all that trash data he's sending down here to crash their services.
We are DDoSing the shit out of Clocklaw right now. Sorry, I'm just thinking about, like, because this is, you know, the early 2000s. I'm thinking of old school internet pranks. Sly, I've given her a torrent file which says happy boat, but it's actually horse porn. Whoop, okay, got a little greedy.
Jesus.
Well, more of them spawned. Yeah, it was good to retreat. Whoa, shit. It's like getting aggro.
The fact that
Gotta back
you have like no iframes is slightly terrifying.
Yeah, and these guys do knockback. Okay, so we gotta be aggro ourselves. We're building up the spawns. God, I feel like every time I get close to clearing them all out, 2 more guys spawn.
This is gonna be, I think you're gonna have to you're gonna have to slowly make your way in there.
Yeah, let's try and shorten the time a little. Can I get you to take like an upward angle? Let's control that way. Okay. That's gonna be like down. Shit. Okay, got it. They keep drifting like high. Oh, shit.
Shit.
I need just a couple seconds to fucking run in there, but with like
You're
4
not
of them
gonna
at
get
a
those
time.
seconds. I'm gonna be real. By the time because you're relying on the bank shots and because
Well, I have to because
the
I
travel
can't get close.
yeah.
Okay. If we can get.
Nope, 2 are about to appear. Go.
Whoa, there was a little bit of lag as they respawn. That's what I was counting on.
Make way for the Murray!
Oh hey. Have was so Murray could do something.
Hey, pal. Looks like you'll need to lift all those giant cylinders. Once they're locked in the up position, you'll be able to take them out.
Actually, I have the...
Top level.
It says you gotta lift him, it says.
Okay, only while carrying an enemy. That's a shame.
I don't see any enemies in here, thankfully.
Alright, let's just...
Heads up, pal. You've got company.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
let's
now
do-
there's enemies.
kill guys. Oh, shit, Murray. Oh, whoa. Okay. I power slam them into the ground, and they catch fire. Need more guys? Okay. I do like how we do like the slight cinematic zoom in, so I get all like in position for the animation.
I think I hear a squawker.
Yeah, I hear a guy behind me. Oh, shit. Get it? Okay, he was dumb. He did the wrong move. These guys are tough, though. They can survive being set on fire a little bit. It's also funny how I'm spamming circle, so I like automatically stamp the ground after I actually finish. That time we didn't. Whoop, did not juggle him correctly. Slam him on the ground like I'm breaking the bat. When your blimp is in ashes, you will have the Murray's permission to die.
Nice work. Head up to the second level and thunderflop on the giant cylinders.
Thunderflop the giant cylinder. But it says you gotta get up top.
Yeah. I figured that, but I wanted to check. Like I said, it's sometimes hard to... Oh, okay. These. From this way. Okay, that's fine. Do that. We're just, like, shocking the shit out of the guys below us.
Like, oh my god, what's happening?
Thunderflop! Ooh, I got thundered.
No, you got you flopped and shocked.
Perfect. Now head into the control booth and pull the plug on this thing.
Okay, can't run over that.
Another engine bites the dust.
Ah, yeah, they're wearing flame retardant outfits, so they don't set each other on fire as much. But they can still set themselves on fire a little. You know, I was gonna say, I thought it was a little bullshit that I have to, like, manually reset, but actually, I think it makes sense, because that means that there's gonna be a Murray mission, basically, and we're gonna rotate to that one, and I bet whatever Murray does, that means Sly's gonna have to go inside and do his version of that puzzle, and then I'll be rotated back, excuse me, hiccup, so I can do the last Sly mission. Like, honestly, size aside, this area is not so bad. Like, the mission structure is... It's pretty, like, fast-paced. Yeah, but they've got pretty good flow to just, like, okay, we need to turn off these machines and stuff. We'll basically each take it in turns to unlock the way, then another guy goes in there and finishes it off, you know? Whether that's Bentley hacks computers to unlock one zone, or Sly steals the keys, or Murray will probably smash a lot of things.
You didn't miss too much.
Looks like I'm gonna need some help getting into
Well, actually, I don't know how long you've been gone.
Bentley tells me that the door to that room is...
Oh, we talked about a little bit about police jurisdictions, Star Wars, and how shooting in certain locations is fucking expensive. Other than that, we've been doing a sabotage.
Okay, so... Ah, I see. Yes, so Murray must throw things at things. Where did these things come from? Don't know.
Why is it? You gotta throw multiple things at it?
Well, yeah, I would expect that it's supposed to, like, it's sounding the alarm so that more guys come for me to throw at it. But there aren't more guys appearing. That's weird.
Wait, do you have to... Oh, there's a dude.
Interesting. That guy did not make it, so...
Throw an egg?
Destroy the power stations. It's kind of like a circle interface here, but I think that's just to mark where I'm supposed to go. I am pretty sure I can pick up the clockwork eggs infinitely.
Yeah, I think you just gotta throw multiple things at it.
Here's the next one. Yeah, probably the old rule of 3. Maybe it doesn't summon guys because, as we saw, the guys, like, don't hitbox well. Oh. I thought you might have something in your pockets. No, you don't. You die. That spawned
this
extra
one's
guys. Thanks, auto strafing. Yes, the game automatically locks onto and strafes to enemies, in case I haven't brought that up before. It's a little annoying. Because it means that I, like, my movement, you know, ratchets to a guy. Okay. You do break it if you start sprinting. Okay, yeah, that hit. I guess we try with regular barrels. These are probably spice barrels? Barrels of spice? That was blue, so yeah. I think I did, like, AoE damage it, though. That was weird. That or maybe one of my explosive barrels missed the first time. Oh, not good to get the chair.
Get on the chair!
I missed all of them, but I'll fucking firebomb. Okay, guys. Okay, now it's 3, so I definitely caught that last one in an explosion somewhere. Next couple.
2 more.
Big ups. That guy jumped over my area attack. And our last one. Down there. And of course, the egg machine right next to it is empty today. Oh shit, that's a real ass guard.
Damn.
The shooting one. Please, Murray. The shoot one. Okay, we got it. Punched him. These guys do actually resist fire a little bit. Okay. We only got one more. To break. God, there's another fucking flashlight guy. Well, guess what, bud? You just got volunteered. Let's see if this works. Yes.
Power locks are offline. Come on back and pry it open for me.
Okay, we're gonna pry it open and Sly's gonna slip on in. Just you wait.
Soon as I figure out where it is. Let's just take the stairs. It's that one. Pretty sure we can move that. Whoop! Thanks, game. Just had to make those things little spinny wickets, huh?
Spinny wickets. There you go.
Oh, he's got big hitbox.
Lift, Murray, lift. That is not lifting. That's the opposite.
No, I glanced away at chat now because it did the cutscene mode. I have to actually push the button.
Your turn, buddy.
As I said, in goes Sly.
Power of teamwork.
Careful, Sly. This place is packed with laser security. First, you'll need to make your way to the far end of this roof. Then jump up to the second level to get at the engine room control.
You're gonna do a lot of hopping.
Well, you know, we wouldn't want anyone else for this. Holy shit, laser wall, move a little faster. Whoop.
I'm gonna be real. This wall's too slow.
It is. So I said it should go faster. I mean, the point is, we're trying to cook me, but I think I've showcased that I possess the ability to do the jumps. Okay, now we have the funny, so we gotta use these fucking saw blades as spire yump. Whoop, nope. Cooked.
Fried raccoon.
Yes, we're gonna offset, so. I probably could have done
Oh,
that
hey,
in
there's
fewer
the
jumps, but yep.
That Arpeggio really knew his encryption algorithms. As it stands, I'm only 86.5% convinced the code to the vault is 725.
725.
What is that? Just shadow power.
Thievius, sneakiest. I just got the trophy. Okay, shadow power. Okay, so I do a sign. So let us put that on that. Okay, so. Ooh, that uses the thief juice. But yeah, this is just the invisibility power from the first game. But now I have a resource that it slurps up. But I probably will keep that on that button just so I could be like, nope. Okay, also important to know I can't sprint while doing that. Alright, and then we looped back perfectly.
Yeah.
So where is the last slime mission? Right there.
Whoop.
Can't use it when we're actively in alert. But guess what, guys? I'm about to start a
You do know that fucking
cutscene.
Clockwerk killed your boss? Shouldn't she be a little bit more mad about that? I'm just saying.
I'm probably scared of her. Giant bird woman.
I figure we'll have to destroy it from the outside.
I hope you're carrying some heavy explosives, Bentley, because that engine isn't small.
It just so happens that there's a ready supply of explosives already available on the blimp. Walk one of these TNT
Oh, it's the
barrels
barrel
up that
walking
engine room
mission
to
again.
destroy it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
The initial payload in that TNT barrel won't be powerful enough to do the job. If you pick up 3 magnetic chargers, you should achieve the necessary blast force to destroy the engine. It's simple, really. Just get close to the chargers, and they'll automatically attach to your barrel.
All right, let's blow stuff up.
Apparently not saying how, you know, we'll die horribly if we fuck it up. Thank you. Actually, this guy's got something. Don't turn around. Now we gotta find a
Did we
large
get all the
diamond.
powers, or do we still only get one?
No, we've still only bought one.
Jesus.
They're very expensive. Now, I do have some stuff in my pocket, so if I actually get back to the base, we can probably afford another, because, like, 1 gold bar is, like, 120. I think the medium diamond is, like, 80-something or better. Oh, can I jump out of this? Ah, it blows up if I do that.
Oh, as soon as you get out of it, it fucking blows up. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, a medium necklace. Perish.
You cheapskate!
Alright, okay. No more fancy moves. We don't have the juice for that.
That doesn't look like TNT. That looks like some metal rods.
Well, yeah, it's a red barrel with sticks. They don't have fuses.
They're
If I
not round
if
either. They're literal pentagons.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, if I understand, like, modeling correctly, building rigid shapes is a lot easier.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Like, even the things that are rounded in this game are kind of, like, lumpy. There's a magnetic charger up there. Don't pay attention to this barrel following you. And just...
Yoink.
Okay. This is one over there.
Just see it attached to you there, like, ta-da!
Oh, wait, shit.
What?
That one's up. Okay, so we can't, I don't think we can do that from here. We gotta go, like, drop down and around. Because I can't jump out of this thing. Also don't know if I can drop out of this thing, but it's better to find that out now. There's a little ledge here. Seems like I should be able to drop. Yeah, okay. Good.
Nice drop.
Okay, where is it? Okay, so that's up there. And I'm pretty sure the jump pads around here have little staircases up to them for this reason. Oh, if only I could pick your pocket from in here, brother.
You can't pick that pocket. That's 2.
Alright, now we go high and hoof our way all the way back over there. But yeah, honestly, like I mentioned, I think like a couple of missions ago, this area is not that bad. Like for missions, like we're doing a lot of different stuff. But kind of like how we do that like flow with switching between guys, like that's real neat. But definitely like the compactness means that I feel like I'm running into guys a lot more, I'm fighting a lot more, and some of these guys are just feistier. Like I've been caught pickpocketing way more than I usually am. Okay, Clockwerk, where are you going? Okay, you're over there.
what happens if he walks into you?
Ah, shit. Almost got away with it.
He kicks you, I guess. All right.
Okay, the game is nice. We are back where we got the second one, but it did checkpoint us. And we just kind of re-jump in. This is just one of those things that, you know, they designed this mechanic for, like, one map in Sly 1, and they're just like, no, we built these animations, we are not dropping them. Another 10,000 years of Sly Barrel. Go right. Go to the right. Oh, okay, but he's also not going to go left. Okay, so we should get 3, and then we just go to wherever the door is.
With the TNT barrel all charged up, it's time to deliver the payload to that engine.
Don't mind me, Sonny Jim. Okay, so the engine room's over there. Well, I absolutely cannot cross from this side. By the way, Lucky, have you realized what the trick at this last part is? Oh shit, this guy coming right for me. Hold on.
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna be real. I have not been putting my 2 brain cells to work really.
It's on the screen right now. Guy, make up your fucking mind. Okay, I'm just gonna walk past him. But see, the engine room door I need is over there. It's the only way I can get over there without jumping. Yeah, we gotta walk across the ring thing.
You might want to go now.
It was a fucking guard. Okay, he's walking. Oh, you fucker.
What? Illegal.
Okay. Alright, we just do it again. I do think the game, like, reorganizes where the guards are spawned when you reset. Let's see, will there be the guy in front of us? Because if he's in front of us on this
Honestly, I
walkway-
looked up for the love of the game, and the only reference I can find is to a short story written in 1991 about an old pitcher who continues to pitch, not because for fame and glory, because he loves the game. And the 1999 movie based off said story. So I'm not entirely sure where we picked up for love of the game and slang and whatnot. It's probably
sports related?
Probably sports related. Probably from, I'll also say probably from a content creator to other people.
Yeah, that's where I assumed. Okay, so we're here. Okay, cutscene, thank God.
That should be the last time anyone puts that engine to use.
Alright, so... Do we have another wave of missions, or is this it, Bentley?
And an unexpected windfall. I've been contacted by Inspector Fox over the shortwave radio.
Okay, Carmelita came back.
She's well aware of the dire situation we all face if Clockwerk becomes immortal and has agreed to join forces with us so that we can destroy the robotic bird. The only catch is that she's unable to locate this blimp on her radar. To help her hone in on our position,
I mean, this blimp does
we'll need to
would have a
boost
very
the strength
weird
of
radar
4
cross-section.
local radio towers. Once Inspector Fox
Oh, just
is
looking
in
at it from
range,
afar just
she'll
weirds
take
me
one of
out.
us on board to act as a tail gunner in a dogfight against Clockwerk. This is it. We don't have time for another plan. We're almost over Paris, and if that hate hypnosis light show goes off, well,
Okay, so it's
Probably
kinda
canceled.
It's kind of the last stage. Okay. So we do have to do a couple of things to set it up, but... Nope, not enough.
Not even close.
All right, well. Yeah, it's just slide to do the mega jump job. This guy doesn't fucking have anything. That guy has something. Alright, we need to stall out for a little bit longer and rob some guys. Oh, God. Fucking... Why do they even do medium necklaces here, huh? This is the last fucking map. They can't give me large diamonds. I know we want some variants, but like, small gold bar? Bueller? Can't see, did that guy have something? No. Die and respawn.
The fact that these guys are only giving like 3 coins, I feel like the guys beforehand gave a lot more.
It's randomized. Like, that was like 6.
Okay.
But yeah, the fact that it can be as low as 3 sometimes is like, can be very annoying. Because at this point, when like, everything costs like 2K-ish, 3 coins is nothing. I see that glow. Oop, shit. Oh, shit. No, you freak. I gotta smoke him again. That was an AoE? Die. I don't care anymore. Give me another guy with a thing in his pocket. Wow. I guess because I pickpocketed him, but no coins, no health. Cool.
Great.
I got a trophy for breaking a certain number of these robot eggs called Make Me a Steel Omelet. I'm really looking for a fucking health pickup at this point. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, is this fucker gonna turn this way? He is, and this guy's gonna slope. Oh, no, he's not turn. Hold on. Fuck you, slope physics. Okay, medium
Rock.
nug. It's like 80. 79. Also, it's slightly bullshit about silent obliteration. They can sometimes hear the first hit. Oh, I don't have enough fucking... I don't have juice to fucking smoke bomb. Okay, good. I friendly fired one guy. God, the physics here are real screwy. Okay, hope you didn't have anything in
You
your
live to
pockets.
fight another day.
Honestly, dying's not terrible, but I want to gather more loot. I've only picked, what, like 3 things? This guy has the 4th thing. There's the big-ass diamond.
That is a
Cartoon-ass diamond. It's some shit Henry Stickmin would steal. I do like how Sly has the battery for the next quest just on his back right now. Okay, these are 14. Got a few things. Good things. What? What, do you think you see something? I don't know why that guy shot his friend. You have something.
He thought it was
in
the perfect time for betrayal. It's in vogue this season.
True.
Media nug, a med nug, if you will.
There's that guy. I was like, I thought there was another guy right here. Another medium nug. Also, actually, I didn't think of it until now, but I should say, oh god, it's good stuff in his pockets again. He's in the spotlights. We'll wait until he's all the way out like that. But also, notice how there's not three normal types of guards.
All right, it's just these two, huh?
Yeah, there are like extra enemies with like the like weird shock drones in the eggs, but they don't behave like, you know, normal guard stuff. So like I think that also is another way that this level is like slightly compacted, slightly simplified. Okay, nothing. Die. Die and give me more guys. It's very annoying with these guys. I burned myself a little. These guys like jump attacks. They like dodge my fucking smoke bomb. What's this guy doing? Nothing. I'm gonna check your pocket, brother. Alright. I'm annoyed now. Die. And you too. You're all going to die.
Just depleting Arpeggio's forces one at a time.
Okay, yeah, small nugs aren't very much, but medium nugs are 79. Large diamonds 137. Medium necklace, I guess, is 84, but still.
I think that's enough for the 1900 one, but...
Actually, yeah, let's do that, and then we'll reset the... Because that's what? Sly's Leap? Gonna be honest, I don't really need Bentley's time stop, but... it would be good for the Hundo P.
If you can get the Hundo P, that's nice. Get that plat, baby.
What are we at? Yeah, 2.5 hours. It's okay if the stream goes a little long.
Yeah,
We are in like the final stretch. Yeah, it's maintenance tonight, so everybody make sure you do log in today.
I'm applying it right now. I'm playing FGO, watching you Sly Cooper, and thinking about rain. That's what my
They'll
two
never
brain
get me
cells
up
are on,
here.
by the way.
They'll never catch me up here. Whoop! They might catch me
What
up
about down there?
God, it's a fucking convention.
Throwing rocks.
Yeah, they do that when they can't reach you. It actually does like a tiny bit of damage if they hit you.
Bet you makes you fall off stuff though.
Not really.
Oh no.
If you're like
There's no
circle
point.
locked in, yeah. I mean, it does do a little bit of damage. I think it's just to like spook you and make it so you don't get away scot-free. I think those guys burned themselves. Oh my fucking god. The fire should be more of a visual obstacle. I think the pathing on this gets a little better in Sly 3 as well. Ooh, there we go, big boy.
Woo! There it is, baby.
All right, that's 120. So we just need, you know, 20 of those to make 2K.
Yeah,
Actually, that's not true. They're literally 120. So it's like we need like 15.
It'd be more like, not 15. Probably closer to 17, 18, I want to say. I can't do that. I can't do that. Nice!
Another one?
I I can't do that real math off the top of my head.
Okay, that was weird. I guess I juggled him out of range, but he died.
17 total. Because 2,000 divided by 120 is 16.6666667.
Repeating.
Not fully repeating.
I mean, I think it actually is repeating. It just, the calculator rounds for you. It's probably actually 6 forever. But computers don't like forever numbers.
They probably don't. Actually, let me write it out. I'm curious. Also, be a good chance for me to remember how to do fucking long division.
Luckily, that guy blew his ass up, but that was crazy. Okay, let me get right up on them. I could also smash shit for, like, more chances, but that means we might alert guys.
Oh, yeah, nope, you're right, it is repeating. Because... Yeah, no. Yep, 16.6 repeating. Because the 120 goes into 200 once, that leaves it with 80. You drop the 0, and then it goes into it 6 times, but guess what? That gives you 720, which leaves you with 80 again, so it goes back into 6, so 16.6 repeating. Glad I can remember how to do long division, though. Jesus. It's not a skill I use often.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think if I sat with pen and paper, I could get somewhere, but you are correct. I do not do that usually.
Maybe not off the top of my head, but I can at least do it on paper.
What? Whoomst. Whermst.
What?
Blow myself up a little. But I think I killed him with that dive. What the fuck? I guess gone.
I don't know. Excuse me.
I also kind of wish I could check what loot is in my pocket wherever. Like I said, you know, the way they fix that for Sly 3 is that you just get the money right away. But you do lose the actual, like, field treasures. Also, I asked earlier, I don't know if anybody said anything, but we've only found 2 treasures. Is there not a non-timed one on this map? Because I haven't seen it, and I feel like we've been everywhere.
Honestly, I'm going to assume there's probably not. There's only 2 treasure. I think... I could be wrong, but I think they really want you to grind for the last powers. They want you to have a reason to spend a godforsaken amount of time on this goddamn play.
Well, that is usually how it goes, you know, when you're trying to... You know, speaking of, like, the old school way they justified game price going up was, you know, you felt the need to inflate the amount of time you would spend doing stuff.
I find that so amazing how we have gone completely in a different direction in game design. People do not want long, grindy experiences anymore. Unless they're playing an MMO, then they only want the grind, I guess.
Well, it's just one of those things of, like, the way it was before was, like, there were other video games, but it was more about, like, sticker shock, you know, of, like, oh, this game is $60 and it's only 40 hours, you know? That means I'm paying, speaking of math, however many, you know, dollars per hour that is. But these days it's like, you want me to pay, you know, $70 or $80 for a game that's, you know, probably like 70 or 80 hours long or more. That's a good rate, but also I could buy, you know, 10 games for that much money if I wait for a Steam sale, you know? Like, because you've got so much selection at a variety of price points, it's more about, you know, we don't want to waste your time because I could always just play another video game. It's all about them eyes, that market share, baby.
I'm still in that fucking 90s grind set, baby. I love getting me to level 1. I love getting to level 99.
Also, obviously, chat could not see, but I did do a little bit of a pog face when I got that big gold bar. I was like, ooh. Rotating. Go around, please, sir. Thank you. Nothing in your pocket, though. But if you could get me... Nope, no first aid. this guy's looking this way. It's got like 3 or 4 gold bars. I got like 4 small nugs. Those are like 48, right?
Off is on the fin, alright.
Nugs like
Please
7.
pardon my typing.
Make sure mine's well. I've got a second. I should.
Sorry, I said I would ask someone something, and I just realized it, so I'm like, oh, let me do it right now.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna hydrate.
Also, yep. Sorry, I was still there for a second.
For everyone in the northern hemisphere, please remember that temperature is going to be going up, and your body is going to need fluid to maintain its best
Equilibrium.
to its ability. Hydration.
These are very rude guys. Also, why is that guy smoking?
I don't know. I
Is there like a bonus type of these guys? Oh, I finally got my health. Okay, I'm getting like no fucking coins from anything, but... Bullshit. Smoke up. God, you fucker, stop. And you're gonna probably rotate around the other way. Give me your fucking money. God. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Alright, we'll grab this guy. Alright, made 200 coins just beating up guys. Let's see. One small nugget, 6 medium nuggets, 3 gold bars. So we're halfway. Small nug, not really worth anything. Honestly, the medium necklaces are probably better. Oh, shit. No, it's because he's confused. These guys' behavior, though, is like really annoying. Okay, medium necklace, that's like another 84. Okay, July. Sorry, Loft responded.
okay.
It's got about a month to plan something. I still flash it. God, it's this fucking asshole again. Ow. Beautiful. Trying to smack that guy. At least he died. Second for us is like our Wednesday. Sorry, chat, I yawned a little bit. Because I'm just killing guys, farming coins, coining guys, farming guys, killing coins. Give me a big bar.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking, man, this thing takes a long time to get to Paris. Where are we flying from? Canada?
Yeah. Big necklace. Okay, that's got to be worth like at least 100. If a medium's worth 84. Probably not as big as much as the big gold bar, but still.
Have to fly over the fucking Atlantic.
I mean, you can talking about time. Like, obviously, you know, it doesn't count for real time, but you can see in the skybox there's supposed to be the outline kind of shifting back and forth.
Ugh. I wonder if it was always there.
Yeah, I think it was earlier. Somebody can check the stream.
So did we just stay in the fucking battery the entire transatlantic flight? What the fuck?
No, but obviously the skybox, you know, is not changing that rapidly. Oh. That guy, I think. No, actually, not so sure. Nope. Must be the other guy. This looks like these guys are eating spice. Focus. Fuckers. Can you guys just fucking obey the rules of video game guards? Medium diamond.
Wish you had those rails now, don't you? Who's hiding money under the fucking table?
Wish I knew.
Backflip into adventure.
Oh, guess that counts. Big enough noise for this freak show thing. Oh, we got a few coins that way.
Ooh.
Yeah. And alert for a second. Let's go. I got health out of that. And now we're back on the side.
Oh, grindy. That was a good amount. Do these guys just like spawn off screen?
Yeah, basically. If you look away, they will respawn after a while, or if you get physically far enough away. God. Always use so much fucking smoke bomb because these guys are freaks. I know, I'm supposed to run away, but I'm trying to steal the game. I need to steal because there's not enough money in the game otherwise.
Deep Net needs to give you some better rigs.
Yes, I do think I'll do it again. Your backpack's not part of your body. All that for a fucking
Nugget.
small nugget. Perish. Yes, I do think I recall that one of these eggs is like actually drops coins, which is broken because it respawns forever, but I don't know which one that is, and I would probably take me just as much time to smash every single robo egg to find the glitched one.
How much treasure do you have on you right now?
I don't know. Let's check if we got this. I haven't gotten anything crazy good. We got like one large necklace and I think a medium diamond. Ooh, gold bar. And then drop coins. So let's sell off and double check. Hi. Because we made it like another 200 from just drops and smashing stuff. Two small nugs, one medium guy. Ooh, large nexus is worth even more than that. Okay, so we need 300 more.
Almost there. My guesses were slightly off on the amount of treasure we had. Just need like 2 or 3 more good pieces.
You have no pieces. Also, helpful for Murray missions, but another thing that's slightly annoying about this map for coin farming is there's a lot of explosive barrels everywhere. Which, if I hit, I take damage. And do not drop coins. Now, is this guy going to be an asshole if you're going to stay facing that way? Do not turn around. Do not turn around. Do not turn around. It's against the rules if you turn around. You son of a bitch! You weren't even facing that way originally. I swear, these guys are just programmed more annoying. Anyway, big-ass diamond. So we find one more good treasure. Because I think the big diamond's like 120 something or 130 something.
It's 1 something. We only need like 200 something. Yeah, we need 252. $248.
Small nugs are, speaking of 48, about 48 themselves, so a couple of those works. What have you got in your pockets? Ooh, small diamond. Don't know what that's worth. Shit. And I don't have juice to smoke bomb. It's not even. Got a health, though. Okay, honestly, we can probably work our way back towards the safe house, because odds are that the big diamond and the small diamond... That guy blew his own ass up.
Dumbass.
See fucking Clockwerk doing, you know, sick maneuvers. What about this thing right here tripped you, huh? Okay, he's getting help. He had the last treasure I needed.
What?
Okay, no, that guy ran away, but because that guy came down extra. Oh god, he's a big boy too. Doesn't fucking matter though. Give me that. Is it like if our shadows touch? Is that how we to tell it this? Medium nug. Okay.
Alright, that should be it. Yeah, I'm gonna call bullshit on silent elimination. If they can hear the Ferg hit, then it's not silent.
It's a very good tool because like the way it's phrased is your juggle kill. Yeah, I'm just shortcutting my way back. If your juggle kill creates like extra noise, but yes, if they're like standing like right there. Yeah, 130.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Boom.
Gold trophy. No challenge too daunting for the Cooper gang. All right, Sly, let's finish this game. Will it take 10 minutes? Probably not.
Okay, Sly. We need to send Carmelita
But we are pretty close to the end.
so she can home in on the blip. To do that,
Well, glad we didn't have to end the stream
get
early.
on top of 4 very tall towers.
This was a
Yeah,
very
there was-
grindy scheme, though.
Just enough bullshit grinding to make it last 3 hours.
What's this all got to do with this thing you've got me wearing?
It's an experimental mega jump pack.
The Mega Jump
By
Pack.
pressing the R2 button, you'll perform a huge jump. So be careful.
All right, sounds like fun.
Yeah, so we've given me special equipment for big fucking ups. This is the thing I was asking about earlier. I was like, do I need to get this to get that last clue bottle? I don't.
Would you even be able to
don't
go get the, woo!
Possibly. I
Would
would
you have to
go
be able-
inside. Also, Bentley did phrase it as, after this, you know, because you could get the clue, then after this, one of us has to pick to be Carmelita's tail gunner. So I think that's another spot where I have to, like, run to a spot and start the mission.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because picking up that clue did seem like you had to use some physics there.
Okay, actually, I may have to. Now they have railings. Slide, please. Either climb over the railing or break it. Thank you. Okay. It's a very floaty jump. Luckily, this is like this. Don't ask me why this weird thing is touch activated. Also, because we
You
can
go
make a
up
jump.
that?
I'm gonna try. Let's see, so I want to like. No, it looks like there's like a invisible ceiling.
You're hitting immediately at the bottom of nothing.
Yeah.
Would have been neat, but makes sense. That is.
Well, yeah, it's moving moderately fast. Not quite close enough.
They could have given you a couple extra feet on this. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, or we could have just not put this railing on this design. So I could actually just jump up here with my special jump pack.
Whee!
There is one more treasure. It's also timed, though.
How do we not see this?
You know, I thought about going underneath the other one, because that's where the other one was, but we'll have to grab it, like I said, in the in-between.
Uno mas.
Yeah, we just gotta do this shit.
That treasure probably would have saved us a half hour.
Yeah, probably, because the other ones on this were like... Okay. Sure thing, game. The other ones were like 700 something. Now that I don't know for sure if I made sure to get every single treasure on every map, so I don't know if that'll pop a...
I'm pretty sure we
Big trophy
got
on it.
there.
We usually did. I think I did, but I can't be 100% sure.
Ah, it looks like Carmelita has picked up on our signal. She's now headed on an intercept course directly for us.
So, I'm gonna ping it. Yeah, there's another Sly icon, so we just fly back, we grab the treasure, and we fucking haul ass. Because it's timed. I think this is the only map where all 3 treasures have been timed.
Whee! Ooh.
What the fuck?
Terry, no!
Okay, die? Okay, weird.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, game. Luckily, they can't get me over here. Literally can't get over here.
You might want to get a little bit more out of the line of sight, though.
Oh! Did he jump over
wait,
that
ow.
gap, or did he spawn over here?
I think he spawned.
Right. Oh, right. My spoke bomb got de-equipped by my mega jump pack. You see nothing. Okay, 120. Fuck. Shit. Game. Ah. It's a very cool idea for a map, but also the physics. Very weird sometimes. It's okay, we should be able to pretty much just fucking run home free. Very annoying how many guys are on roofs. Woo. Let's see the value. 800. Damn.
Yeah. No.
Oh, no, I got a gold trophy called Master Thief. Sell 50 unique
Yeah.
pieces of loot. So, sorry. Yeah, that's the right button. For the, oh, okay. I was gonna kind of silent obliterate for the road.
Look, Sly, for once, let's cut the flirty chit-chat and get down to business. I need an experienced tail gunner. Jump in and grab the gun. We've got a bird to take down.
That's not flirty chit-chat?
One final turret segment. Okay, none of the left. Only R1 shoots. Okay, thanks, game. That's my bad. I got really close.
You're doing it, Cooper.
Yeah, get ready for Carmelita to yell a lot of things because we're gonna be here for a little bit because it's a fucking turret segment. And I can
guess
only
Bentley just
shoot.
explained everything to Carmelita over the radio.
Yeah, that's
I just
another
like
one
to
that makes me think we were a little budget crunched, maybe.
So I'm just imagining just fucking Bentley talking to Carmelita over the shortwave, just like, Carmelita, you won't believe this shit.
Oh, we're both dead.
Carmelita's just like, tell me, girlfriend.
Apparently, we've done enough damage that we did a phase transition because she used her super eye beams, and now we have different missiles. God, this thing overheats terribly. And I can't even, like, feather it.
Carmelita, where'd you get this helicopter, by the way?
It has a police star on it, so...
Woo!
There we go, okay. Shoot it once. Carmelita flies through. By the way, it's Clockwerk's favorite old thing, the fucking rings of death. Fly through my rings, Superman. Okay, luckily we just gotta shoot her a few times. So she doesn't do her fucking killer eye beam attack. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of, like, feedback response if I'm fucking shooting her, though. Oh! Goodbye, world! Okay, I did get her. Jesus.
Don't let up. Do it great.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. God, she's fucking cheating. Did her health bar get bigger? Hold on, I thought I did more damage than this.
No, I think that's about right.
God, it's, you know, these really annoying rings are in my way, Superman.
What?
Not the air.
Did she fucking eye beam us when I wasn't looking? Oh, God.
No, it wasn't an I-beam. I think you fucked up on one of the rings, but shouldn't have. Like, I think you might like tag one by accident. I'm gonna be real. I don't like these rings.
No, the rings suck. They are the most annoying thing about Clockwerk the first time, and they're really annoying in this context.
Shooting
Fuck you.
like that for that exact reason, right fucking there.
Well, that's why it does that. Also, just like the first Clockwerk fight, we have to do it all in one shot.
Thanks, I do.
I really wish this was fucking keyed to anything other than just R1. I get that it's a shoot, but, like, if it was a trigger, it would be more, like, ergonomic. If it was a face button, I could feather this much better and, like, control the fucking overheat. No guidance, by the way, on what the controls are. Just the game assumes that you would know. God, fucking, I'm gonna get hit by something because I can't recover. Okay, we hit her just enough. But I can't even, like, smash square to, like, vent heat or something. Just gotta do it slow and steady.
I'm doing it.
Now she's gonna shoot us. Because her hitboxes are really annoying. Because it's like her face, but her face keeps moving. I'm gonna get fucking shocked again. This is probably why I should not have fucked around and collected clues for like an hour. But I was also like, every other time I've thought a mission was hard, we did it first try. We're not winning. She's gonna kill us right now. Literally right now, she's gonna kill us. Oh no, I somehow hit her enough.
Yeah, but now we're about to get to the hard part.
Yeah, she's gonna do 3 of these in a row. And shooting him in the middle, by the way, doesn't work, Chad, if you're wondering. Oh, fuck. Okay, somehow made that work. This is just
hit the rings, right?
Yeah, you gotta hit the ring, but the hitboxes get a little funny. I think this just exemplifies how much these turret segments suck ass. They're bad. They should feel bad. And nobody liked them, and that's why they will not be back for Sly 3 like this. But, like, she's constantly moving, she's constantly throwing shit at us, and she adds things that you can't just shoot away. You have to, like, hit once and then stop. Nope, didn't get that one. Now she's gonna start shooting missiles at us, and it's just, like, you have to, like, pay more attention to, like, her projectiles and shit.
Oh, eyes.
Yes.
What you got?
Her wings also, I think, count, but again, they're flappy, so it's weird sometimes. I feel like I have to, like, conserve my fucking shots because the overheat bar is so bad. Okay. That time I thought we were not as far along. All right. 2 tries. First try, sorry. I forgot the rules.
We've got a serious problem here. Lachlan's looking mighty upset, and I think she's going to take it out on us.
Oh shit!
First time anybody's ever attacked the hideout. You know, up in the stakes.
I'm coming, guys. Hold on.
You know, she blew up the blimp.
This is pretty cool, but I'm sorry. Couldn't Carlita just fly you closer?
I mean, there's a lot of debris in the air, but also no. This is just our excuse to do an Uncharted segment before Uncharted. Oop, that was an instant kill. Okay, thanks, game. Also, chat, look at this and tell me this is not an Uncharted set piece.
Oh, it's totally an Uncharted set piece. This is... Makes me think of 3 a little bit.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of like the airline segment in 3.
I'm hyperventilating. I need a paper bag.
I'm sorry, Bentley. Like, I need a paper bag.
I mean, I would be motion sick too. Look at that thing.
Hurry, Sly! We're going down really fast!
Oh, I don't like that jump.
It's okay. It's gonna dip down. It's gonna dip down and come back.
Ooh.
Okay, we're going for that thing. Yeah, I can't jump through a propeller.
Oh, that was actually easy.
No, there's some like back-end trickery afoot. Notice how like the things like magically stabilize when I get close. It looks a lot more dangerous than it is. This is not gonna work though. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Magic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh no! Help! Please! Someone!
Thank you. Also, magical cutscene.
A piece of me. Don't worry. There's plenty to go around.
You might have a new body, Mila, but you're still the
Sorry,
lowest
Sly, I
percent
can't hear you.
beaten time and time again. This won't be any different.
Be brave all you can. I might not be around your hate, but I feel some power brewing within me.
Well, it's because
That's
you're
probably
starting
just,
to.
OG Clockwerk about to take over your body because he hates a lot more than you do.
I mean, I was just gonna say you're starting to hate Sly Cooper. Aren't you supposed to like move your head up so I can hit you? Or am I supposed to like go down your feathers? No, yeah, you drop the boys.
What's that?
That's her shooting her eye beams, but weird. Whoop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That-
I'm pretty sure she's supposed to like do Clockwerk's thing where she does a fucking 360 with her head. Or am I like supposed to like just stand here and do this? Okay. Oh no, okay, I see. So this is for me to. Whoop. Wrong fucking what? Game, please. Oh my God! Why didn't you put a blue thing for me to jump on right there? All right, anyway, get your fucking eyeballs out of here.
Oh, we're about to land in the Paris.
Into the Parisian
Conveniently in the
River.
leg and not upon all the fucking,
We did it.
Right on.
It's an emotional moment.
Die, Six, die! I hate smash.
Watch out. That thing's still kicking.
The arena.
Lachla mentioned something about a hate chip. It sounded like the source of her power. If we remove it, she might stop attacking.
Then let's do a little open head surgery. I'll pry open that beak so that Bentley can go to town with his bombs.
We're gonna involve the whole crew. And yes, Clockwerk has a security system. He did this in the first game with like lasers and stuff.
I hate
oh, oh, I hate it.
find you.
Oh,
Destroy you. Never know a moment's peace will
oh. This is
She's-
some
she's
Shodan
feeling it.
level shit.
She's feeling the hate.
I am revenge. I am the outlaw.
I like Shodan a lot better than this. Give me my original evil digital waifu.
Ow! Okay. Her holographic face is electroshock.
Is that actually hitting?
No, I think I might have to. Okay, that one.
There we go.
Still have my hate shit. You will not defeat me. Never.
Hacking.
The hate chip.
Hey!
Let's get out of here. She's about to explode.
Bentley! No!
My glasses.
Huh? Bentley, I'll save you.
Primary.
Pick me up. I can't walk.
Oh no!
Come on, Sly, let's get out of here.
She smashed smash his legs? You little shit!
Victory, but at what cost? The trophy says.
And there we were.
So yeah, it is kind of
at the
Empire
end of the
Strikes Back.
road. The Claw Gang had been defeated, and the Clockwerk parts lay scattered around in heaps. Yet, despite the explosion, they remained pristine. It was as if nothing could ever hurt them. Carmelita cursed herself for showing up too late to get a few shots in on Clockla. So she took it out on what was close at hand. The hate chip. And just like that, it was over. Without that core piece, that essential center of Clockwerk, there was nothing left. The parts aged before our eyes as if time had finally caught up with the ancient bird. How ironic that Carmelita, a police officer, would be the one to lift the curse from the Cooper family. The menace of Clockwerk would never again rise to threaten me or my children.
Oh, finally, it's day.
True to her nature, she
Daybreak.
informed us that we were all under arrest. But one look at my gang told me that we were in no shape for a fast getaway. So I offered to go peacefully in exchange for letting my friends walk. They'd taken some bruises through all of this, but I was surprised, shocked really, to see them leave their gear behind as they walked away. Their wounds were deeper than I'd imagined. Those guys were hurting. Carmelita's old police unit soon arrived. With me in custody, her name was cleared, and she even got a well-deserved promotion. It was the least I could do. The ride to HQ started with us sitting in silence, trying to read each other's thoughts. As the reality of my capture started to sink in, she began to relax, and we got to talking. We spoke freely about our previous adventures, comparing notes and even getting in a few laughs. Then we started talking about, well, everything. Books, music, art. It was like we were on a first date. She even showed me the bottle she'd been saving for the special occasion of my arrest. My heart sank when she realized that our short flight across town had already taken 2 hours, a fact I kind of clued into after seeing the Eiffel Tower float by 17 times. She went forward to ask the pilot what was up, and it looked like my pals had left me a little going-away present before taking off. Floating away on the night breeze, I could faintly make out Carmelita's voice.
I'll find you, Cooper! I'll be seeing you soon, Ringtail.
A Sucker Punch production. And now roll credits.
Yeah.
So yeah,
all
that's
right,
slide
we
2,
fucking did
everybody.
it.
Didn't take that much,
Yeah.
but we got there. And yes, like I said, it's kind of an Empire Strikes Back. Bentley's clearly been injured. Murray's, damaged in his heart.
I don't know. I feel like getting addicted to the spice and losing control of himself. I feel like that's a wound too.
Oh, it's true. And I mean, like I said, if you want to, Lucky, and if chat wants to, we can scooch. Oh, we get the voice cast. We can scooch straight to Sly 3 after this, because the reason why we stopped at Sly 1 originally was they only released it, so they've released both of them. So they're out there. He gave the bottle back. Yes, that's right. Also, by the way, I forgot that. Carmelita and Neil are the same VA. We get a little Where Are They Now, though. But yes, no matter what, we will do Sly 3.
The Mitri cleaned up. What the fuck?
Actually, honestly, I think everybody out of the Claw Gang does clean up. Rajan owns rugs now. The successful real estate broker in the greater Milwaukee area.
Was she hypnotizing clients? What the fuck?
Yes.
The EPA! How? How
He's
do we
vegan
go
now.
from...
But guess what? He gets frozen. But yeah, no, definitely. This is another reason why I like.
Reginald's just dead.
Yes, he died. But that's what happened to everybody. What I was gonna say, we will, no matter what, do Sly 3 at some point. Just to, go through them all. Oh, they gave special thanks to Shuhei Ishida. But, this is another reason why I like Sly 3, is that arc-wise, it does a lot with, like, actual character development from the first 2 games. Like, everybody
I like this game
actually
told us
has
to go
character
touch
arcs.
grass.
Also true, yeah. That's 100% in my Thievius Raccoonus.
Nice. Did you get the plat?
No, I did not get the plat. Let me check what trophies we're missing here.
What?
No, actually, maybe I did get it. It says there. Do we have it? No, it says progress 68.
What the hell did you not do?
What are we missing? Let's pull up the menu. Yeah, it's unearned. I mean, it may be that I did not get all the loot.
It said 15 unique pieces, and I was like, okay, if it's 3 per, there's probably more zones. There was like 8 zones?
Ah, okay. There's a lot of funny achievements and trophies they've added. As Bentley, get to the roof of Rajan's palace in episode 2. As Murray, bring a guard to the safe house in episode 2. Find 10 cash briefcases in Predator Awakes, so there must be, like, collectibles in there. You can get in the turret, not on the job? I guess you can. As Bentley, use hit the same guard with all 3 of your bullshit. Pay respect to a ghost in episode 5? I don't remember that.
Okay, so it's just a whole bunch of little funny things.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, optional achievements. Like, oh! That's very funny. I didn't even think of that. As Sly threw a music box at Carmelita in episode 6 when she's wandering around. That's the one that lures and then puts to sleep. Yeah, so they're just cute. Like, shrink 4 guards, pickpocket 5 pieces of loot without being detected. Damn, I didn't do that, I guess. But we did get all the loot and all the power-ups. So I may go back and do those off-camera for the platy. Because there's a pretty convenient list of them all right there in the trophy list. Oh, hold on. There is a badge. Is that just to do the credits again? Okay.
Oh, looks like it.
Can we... Hold on. Let me rewind the emulation. Because I can't skip. But yeah, we can freely go back to any of the maps now. And we can watch any of the cutscenes. So that's there.
That's cool.
So yeah, like I said, I may do the platy on my own, but I'm not sure what we will be streaming next week. We always like to say when we do this that we have a week to think about it, but then we don't think about it for several days. But yeah, what do you feel like doing next, Lucky?
Well, there's nothing on my exact to-do. There's nothing on my to-do list, like, immediately. There's no way we can beat fucking Death Stranding in, like, what, 3 weeks? This is not happening.
Yeah, it's true. We'd be one of us would be replaying it while the new one comes out. We did decide to add Death Stranding to our quote-unquote Metal Gear retrospective.
I mean, we could do it anyway and just... I don't know, once we get one done with 1, we start on 2? I don't know, like... God, how many streams do you think that would be?
I don't know, because some of it might be off camera. I don't remember. I kind of meant to replay Death Stranding before the new one, but I never got to it. But there were some like optional objectives that we didn't have to do for story progress, but most like delivery missions and like helping guys out, there's at least one unique thing to do, so it would probably be a few months. Though if we were going to do it as part of our quote unquote Metal Gear retrospective, that would probably mean you in the driver's seat and you scream for longer anyway.
Yeah, no, I could probably add a couple hours if you don't mind, like starting an hour earlier and ending an hour later.
Which I usually don't when I'm not in the driver. Much like, you playing FGO or whatever on the side, I can do other stuff if the hours are truly dead while Lucky wanders through the wilderness of America.
Oh, if that's the case, I might probably do that easy. Maybe I could probably do 3 to 10, no problem. As long as I make sure I got everything done. And so that'd be 7-hour streams.
Yeah. Done
But hang on,
that before.
I'm
with
trying to
Metal Gear.
find. I'm trying to find my playtime for Death Stranding because I got platinum in it, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
Okay. So, how long to beat says 40 hours for main objectives. Obviously, there's that. If you want completion, about 113.
Oh Jesus.
But also, you know, have played it before, so... But if we divide 113, for example, by 7, that would be 16 streams at 7 hours.
Do you want to double up on streams? Do maybe Mondays and Thursdays? Or Mondays and Fridays?
We could try that. I also don't actually know if it would take that long. I just saw somebody on Reddit say that it was like 60 hours with side missions, so I don't know.
Also, I don't think I played the Director's Cut. I think I only still have the Standard Edition. Maybe I should get the Director's Cut.
You...
Upgrade.
I think if you got the... I don't remember how it works. I think if you have the disc, you can switch to directors, but you gotta, like... Well, actually, no, you don't have to upload your save data, because you'd just be doing a new file anyway. We can... I would say, well, let's start with one stream, and then see, you know, going longer, and see how long it feels like we're progressing, and maybe double up if we need to pick it up.
Okay. Yeah, so let's start with Death Stranding being the driver's seat next week. And we can go from there.
Means I gotta... See, I'm thinking about the thumbnail now. I gotta hide the terabit in the BB, I think. I gotta put him in there. I gotta yellow shift him, hide him in there. But yeah, alright. There you go. Death Stranding, everybody. Well, we're gonna build up to DS2, and probably a little after. Like I said, you know, Accent Chat saying, you know, ready to do Sly 3. I mean, it's only $10, so my budget's not gonna, like, die, but I don't mind not having to buy Sly 3 for, like, another month or two. We will do it for sure, like I said. Playing Sly 2 has done nothing but make me think about how much I love Sly 3. So we'll get there. But yeah, let's tack Death Stranding in. Let's shake it up a little. And it won't take 4 months, but we'll figure out, you know, how long that'll be. We also may or may not have to mute or edit some sections in the post, because some of that music is super copyrighted.
Super copyright.
But yeah, it's been, like, it'll be fresh for me, because like I said, I never got around to redoing Death Stranding. Well, you're gonna find out, because there's, like, the short answer for what Death Stranding is about and the long answer. The short answer is deliver packages. The long answer has something to do with, like, time and extinction events and America.
America.
Sam,
Honestly,
you've
it
got to
probably would be good
reconnect America. Sorry,
Yeah,
cut
I'm
you
just
off. You were
looking
gonna
through
say.
my old fucking games here as I try to find.
I assume you were gonna say it would be good to redo Death Stranding before the new one.
Yeah.
Remind ourselves of the rules. Yeah. Oh no, we can be thorough. But all right, it's almost 11:30. Stream's been going for about 3 hours, 20 minutes. I could use a little snack and then probably try and cram some 14 in before the day's over and the weekly reset kicks in. And of course, there's an FGO maintenance soon, so you guys stay tuned, because it's been up for patrons for a while. I'll probably go ahead and fire that Wanted premiere right after the stream ends, so, you know, tune on in. In fact, can I... Hold on. Can I do the redirect? I can do a redirect. Hold on, chat, I'm experimenting. Let me see if I can fucking program this right. So let me go to the studio and grab the URL. And if it doesn't let me, like I said, I'll set it to premiere right after this.
Sorry, the game that I played after Death Stranding was The Outer Worlds.
Funny enough.
Yeah. No, it's not telling me my.
Okay, no, so it won't let me list that video because it's unlisted. If I had it set to upcoming, I would probably do. But all right, okay. We're going to wrap up the stream. We'll see you guys next week for Death Stranding. See you tomorrow for Fail Betrayal, but it will be Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy. So it'll be like 2 other things. And then see you Wednesday for more Final Fantasy 14. That's going to be it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, please watch The Wanted with Medusa Saber.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.